I hadn't unmuted you yet.
Oh, that's lame. All right, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. No, do it again.
We in a
Do the noise again.
are we no? It's not the same. Dark room? Are we in a film dark room?
Yeah.
No.
Every house has that one, right? Like,
No, no, actually,
uh,
I can't say every room has a dark room. If anything, if you're in a house and it has a dark room, good sign to go. Like I should leave, probably.
uh, Shame we
No
cannot.
good. Yeah, no good can come here. Well, I mean,
It,
usually no one ever hunts after us during the podcast. They're all very like courteous in that form.
yeah. It was a hassle to get here because there was like a mirror maze outside this room. It's a weird, weird house.
Yeah, I heard screams.
No, I just do
And
that
not,
sometimes. When I'm bored, I just
uh,
make noises.
I don't know, not all of them were human.
Oh,
It's a shame. It's a weird thing that this desk is like a rolly. So we get to just ride it like a cart
yeah.
to our next destination.
Let's go. They should do that. Like they
Let's
should do
go,
they should make like a
Mario!
racing game that is just like wheels on like common objects, and you're just like trying to like control them. They're barely controllable. So you just have like someone on a desk, someone on a racing on like one of those like shopping carts, like maybe going downhill
Yeah,
and like trying to control them.
we should just be in Sonic Racers. Is it Sonic Racing? I don't know what the game's name is actually.
Yeah, I think. Did you see they put the PewDiePie bridge on Sonic Racing?
I don't. Oh, oh it took me a second to load in what you just said.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're having a PUBG collab with the newest Sonic Racing game, and for some reason they put that bridge on the trailer.
maybe not the best association to be having with that.
I didn't know people still played PUBG. Like I feel like as far as people playing battle royales go, I only ever hear people talking about Fortnite at this point.
Well, I mean, it's like the old marketing thing that Cliff Blazinski even said, right? It's just like in the type of market you usually have room for three. You have the first place guy, you have the second place, and then you have the weird niche third place guy.
Yeah,
So pub is probably second due to being old, I'd
yeah,
imagine, and like people having to be stuck in that ecosystem.
yeah. And I said like the third guy is probably Naraka,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a more like fantasy themed melee focused battle royale. And it's chugging along. Like I never see anyone talking about playing it, so I don't think it has that big of an audience. But it has an audience big enough to just like keep chugging along.
Oh,
And
sure.
every now and then they get like a big collab. Like the other day they put Bayonetta in it, and like they have also had like 2B from like Near.
What game again?
Wait, was it? Did they actually put Bayonetta in it? I think they did.
I feel like we would have heard an announcement from Bayonetta. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta check something with my cat. She's crying like a little dingus.
Okay. Let me see. The little cat was making noises. I didn't hear them, which is sad. I would love to hear cat noises. The noise cancellation is robbing me of cat noises that I have a right to. It is my fundamental constitutional right to hear the noises of the cats, and the noise cancellation takes that away from me. Which is why if I ever get elected president, I'm going to ban noise cancellation, or I'm going to force the companies to make noise cancellation that allows the cat noises to come through. I want the cat noises. I want to be enveloped by the meows. I want to become one with the meows. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. 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 Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Meow, 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 meow. 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 I'm going to keep meowing until he comes back to see what he says when he hears me. Meow.
Alright, I'm back. I've calmed down my cat.
Meow.
Sorry about that.
Meow.
Meow. Meow indeed. Meow.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the like patch announcements for this game, for this Naraka game, and they had like a Persona 5 crossover the other day.
Oh, well, is it doomed for death now?
No, because it was like pretty long ago, and they're still like fine. I think they survived. They had like a King of Fighters crossover the other day, and they put like Mai and Athena in it.
Well, doesn't it have to be like? Doesn't the timer have to be like a year after?
Yeah, so I guess there's still time. Let me see if I can find like any other like weird crossovers they had. They put like Lara Croft in it the other day. So the game's chugging along, I guess.
Who's caring about Lara Croft nowadays, though?
I don't know, but this is a booby game, so I guess like that's the reason.
Okay.
And I guess this is not oh, you know what? Like they did put Bayonetta in like, and I don't know who approved this because like Nintendo owns the rights to Bayonetta, right? Like, or maybe it was like a Sega thing. It was like a Sega thing that like, because I think like the only skin is like the like Bayonetta 1. They're doing the like Bayonetta 1 skin, so maybe it was my headphones. So maybe it was Sega who approved it, and they have the right to like the first design. I don't know how it works, because this is not a game Nintendo will approve having a crossover of one of their things with.
Yeah, I mean, even
like the first Descendant. You remember that game? We saw a trailer of it on like one of the awards, and it was very jiggly.
Absolutely, yeah, I know about it. Absolutely would not have a collab in a Nintendo property.
But like they announced they're going to put like Bayonetta skins on it.
But Bayo's like the odd one out though, because she's like dev first and bought after, kinda.
Yeah, so because okay, so I'm looking at the trailer, and the trailer says like copyright Sega, and they are only showing the Bayonetta 1 design. So maybe that is a loophole.
Yeah.
Maybe Sega can like sell out the first design, but they are not allowed to like touch the like other designs.
Well, yeah, because
Bless you.
Thank you. Bayo 1 is the one that can get ported almost on anything new. Because the Bayo PS4, PS5, Xbox, etc. version that came out alongside Vanquish came well after Bayo 2.
Yeah, honestly, like the PC version of Bayonetta 1 also came out after Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, so like Bayo 1's just that one. Which is a shame because I like the Bayo 2 design more, but yeah, Nintendo's probably
the short hair like looks great on her.
Yeah, our biases are showing.
And honestly, like looking at this game, like this is like probably the best this Bayonetta design has ever looked.
Probably. I mean, it's the latest thing too.
Which is kind of crazy how much better it looks on this game compared to like as a skin on like the other games.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say like Bayo 3, it's just like the Platinum engine doesn't look too fancy for even Bayo 3. It's stylized enough, but I looked at it and I went like,
yeah, the Platinum engine is like,
yeah. Like I looked at it and I still went, yeah, because I looked at the Bayo 3 stuff and I'm like, even if it's on Switch, sure, that could be part of it. But I also looked at it and I was like, this just kind of still looks like a PS3, PS4 game.
Yeah. No, but like if you ever tried like benchmarking Nier Automata, you know that engine is like not the greatest.
I remember you mentioning that to me once. Yeah.
No, but like
I don't even know who dev'd Nier Replicant.
That was Toy Logic.
Yeah.
Which is like a little company that makes like, you know, one of those like small companies for hire that they just like get hired like as like support studios.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the
well, it's like how's
the original
how's the
Nier
gameplay
Replicant.
comparable?
What?
Well, how's the gameplay like for the remake though?
It's like a middle point.
Because it can't be like the old.
It's like
yeah,
a middle
it can't
point
be like the
between
old
the old one and Automata. It's like heavier than Automata and less combo focus and stuff like that.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and it's way more focused on like also like the shoot 'em up aspect of those games, because you know like the Nier games have a little bit of like a shoot 'em up aspect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like more focused on that and like the magic you have. So yeah, they're doing for the, and yeah, and I think it is also running on the Platinum engine, and that game also has issues, like technical issues. It also has issues.
Mm.
So I think that's
One
just like,
day. One day. Go ahead.
yeah. So I think that engine just kind of has issues. I'm still wondering like what Ninja Gaiden 4 is running on. I don't know if we had confirmation of that actually. Let me see if like,
Mm.
because there's like three options for engines. There's like Unreal Engine 4, of course.
Yeah.
But there's also the Katana engine, because this is like a Team Ninja game. So they have access to the Katana engine, and which is like the engine Koei Tecmo is using for like everything nowadays. So it is like the engine that is running like the newest Dynasty Warrior games, the Neo games. Um, so it could be Unreal, it could be Katana, or it could also be like the Platinum internal engine. And I'm leaning towards Platinum based on some like on some of the like visuals of the game. I'm leaning towards the like Platinum engine, but if it is, they definitely fixed it up a lot. I'm honestly surprised this game didn't get cancelled, honestly, because it's getting like published by Microsoft. So I'm surprised this game still exists. Like it didn't get cancelled like 6 months ago, when they like fired everyone and canceled like 20 games.
Yeah. That's the weird thing is like if you're doing the layoffs and still doing acquisitions, you just look at them like, okay, like how what is going on? Do you either have the money or don't have the money?
Yeah.
Cease whatever this is.
I mean, you can't get into like a, and that is like the thing. I was like, you know how this week they announced like
Are we
the
talking
Saudi
about
Arabia
EA?
government is buying EA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that is the thing. There is like a magic third point where you don't have the money, but you can still buy stuff with leveraged acquisitions.
You know, EA has always kind of like towed the line on going I like to the like the average person looking at it has always towed the line and gone like, you know, I really don't like supporting this thing and it does feel ethical that I don't. But now there's not even a bit of a debate. It's like it is probably just ethical to not to support EA.
Yeah, and also like you know there's going to be a, because like okay, so like the thing is like the company got purchased for like $50 billion, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like the people who bought it only had $30 million. So there's like so like
Okay.
they owe JP Morgan like $20 billion.
That seems like an extremely stupid thing to be doing. Why would they do that?
And they're claiming that they're going to make up the difference and like increase the profits to be able to pay that amount of money with AI. So AI is dead. Like they're fucking dead. They're cooked. Like they're cooked.
You mean that thing that's like that's not only like worsened like a bunch of workflow, but has actively shown like less returns over time?
Yeah, you mean like the
That
thing
thing
that like
that's a sinking
90% of
ship.
people using it are losing money?
Yeah, it's just like you see it and it's just like I don't, because it's the most complex, like it's the most perplexing thing. Sorry, I'm tired, so like my words are all over the place. But it's just like capitalism tends to have the thing where it's extremely short-sighted, like with shareholders, you know?
Yeah.
But AI is like the weird one where it's like, no, it'll get better. When? I don't know.
No, you gotta
It's
trust me,
just like,
bro. You gotta trust me.
and it's just like you would think in any other avenue for people who are usually so focused on the next quarter, like they'd go like, no, this is stupid. But for some reason it just keeps going. And it keeps kind of like eating shit. But they keep going into it, and you're just like, I don't. Why do you believe in this?
Yeah, like what are you earning?
Because like for a demographic that's so used to being like, okay, we want the all we care about are like the observable like the observable gain, like the proof that we would get purchase. It hasn't really managed to do much of that. It's the hypothetical that's enticing. It's like, oh, less pay for your average worker, in theory, more optimized work output, right?
In
But it's
theory.
not doing that. It's not doing any of that.
Yeah,
And it's costing them money. And it's also just terrible for branding.
yeah. And like to be fair, like EA was like on the like absolute insane like bullshit even before they got like purchased, because like
Yeah.
they are expecting like 100 million players for the new Battlefield game. And like no,
I don't even
you're
know.
not getting 100 million players. You are
I don't
not
even
getting
know.
100 million
Is it
players.
7 or 6 at this point?
Yeah, 6.
I heard it was okay. I didn't hear it being like taking the world by storm.
Yeah, because like the thing is like it is by comparison better than Call of Duty now. That doesn't mean it's good.
You, I was gonna say like I don't even feel like Call of Duty gets its props now. I feel it's just its dedicated player base who just needs the new thing.
Yeah, no, I mean to be honest, like the main thing about like Battlefield 6 that is getting it praised is that like the director came out and said, yeah, we're not going to put like Beavis and Butthead as skins in this game.
As a person who hates live service, I do look at Call of Duty and I'm like, why isn't this just live service? It feels like you would just
Yeah, it's like stop making them and just like add up like the new campaign as like an update or like a DLC or something like
because
that.
yeah, because your audience already kind of just buys into it regardless.
Yeah.
So like in theory, you'd have
Yeah, I
a
don't know. It's
market
like
in
the FIFA
perpetuity.
games. Why are we still like having one of those every year? And I guess they don't even
I,
call
sup-
FIFA anymore.
I suppose you could just remove people when contracts go up in the air or something. But like for a player, it's like wouldn't be the ideal be like, oh, I can make a dream team of anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah,
licenses. That's the reason
yeah.
like racing games never get remastered.
That's why some cars can't be in racing games too. Well, yeah, it's still technically licensed. Like I don't think Sab is allowed to be in racing games anymore because of some weird like licensing disputes that it has with its airplane manufacturer, which ironically its airplanes show up in not Project Wingman, the other one.
Yeah, in Ace Combat. They always show up in Ace
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah, so it's just like it's funny because it's like, yeah, we're fine with our vehicles being in this game, but our cars,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, like there was a
Even
period.
then,
There
it's
was
not
a
really their
period
cars.
like the last decade for like 5 years. There was no Toyota games on any game. No Toyota
Yeah,
cars in
because
any
of some,
game because Toyota went like,
because
yeah,
you'd
we don't
have to
wanna.
pay, or like, wasn't it also just like if you did want us to be in there, you'd have to pay some sort of exorbitant price
Yeah.
by comparison. Yeah.
And like there like if you pay attention and you go look at like racing games between like 2000 and 2015, you will realize that you don't have Porsche cars. Like Porsche,
Mm.
you don't have Porsche cars. You have RUF, which is like an American. I mean, like I don't know if it's American, but it's like a brand. I think it's Australian actually. But it's like a brand that like manufactures like modified versions of Porsche cars on their like license. And like there's like some loophole in the IP law that allows them to like license those cars separately from the Porsche cars. So most racing games had RUF cars, but not Porsche cars, because for some reason, in like the year 2000, in the year 2000, EA managed to get an exclusive deal with Porsche for 15 years. So for that period of time, like actual like licensed Porsche cars only showed up on like EA games. Which is
I'm
kind of
trying to,
crazy.
huh? Well, what was the date for it?
I think it was like between 2000 and 2015.
Okay.
And that is like something you notice, like a lot of games that were around on 2015, like the Forzas and the Gran Turismos and whatever. You see that like around that time, 2015, 2016, they get like a DLC that is just like a lot of Porsche cars. Because it's like, yeah, we can finally get a license for this.
I'm trying to remember what Need for Speed games came out in the latter, well, in the first part of the 2010s. I don't remember playing as many Need for Speeds by that point.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had been declining for a while at this point.
Yeah, they were like usually people when people talk about the golden age, it's always going to be like Underground. Sometimes they'll throw in Underground 2. How am I forgetting the other one?
Most Wanted.
Literally cop chasing. Yeah, Most Wanted.
Yeah, some people also like Carbon, which is the one that came out
Yeah.
technically a direct sequel to Most Wanted. But that's about it. And there's also like
Yeah.
the weird ones that they made in 2010. I think it was 2009, 2010, which is Shift, which is for some reason like a racing simulation game with like actual motorsports. For some reason they made a Need for Speed that plays like a Forza game. And like like a Gran Turismo game, which is weird.
Yeah, that is kind of funny though. Like, it's just like you've already had your audience. Like, why?
But
why
like the thing is, like,
shift
some
to
people
be-
actually really like them.
Oh,
And I think I could have liked them if not for one thing. And this is like one of the
Right.
discussions that like I feel like when we talk about accessibility, we forget about like the simplest stuff, the simplest stuff sometimes. And like one of the things, something that weird about me is that I generally do not get motion sick from games. Like generally, like I'm
it
very
takes a lot for me to. Yeah, I need to have a I've talked about my situation with like Outer Wilds. It has to be like a specific kind of game.
like it takes a lot to like get me motion sick from a game. But there is one thing that will always get me motion sick, without fault,
And that is.
and that is when the UI moves as if it had physics.
It's so weird though.
You know, like the Metroid Prime thing, where like the UI is on your helmet, and
Yeah.
and it has like drag and gravity, and it bounces when you jump and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that gives me motion sick for some reason. But the thing is, like on the Metroid games, at least on the remaster, you can turn that off, so the UI doesn't move, so I can play those games without getting motion sick because there's an option on the menu. But for Need for Speed Shift, which is the one that is like a simulation game, it has like a very aggressive like camera shake that also makes the UI shake, and it gives me like it makes me very motion sick, and there is no way to turn it off for some fucking reason. Like you have to deal with that. So I cannot play those games.
Valid. I mean, if it's actually just making you sick.
It's very annoying. I hate it.
I'm trying to think. Other than the AI thing, was there any other big news that happened?
I mean, Microsoft is digging itself a bigger hole.
Oh, because XPass being more expensive.
Yeah, it's like at this point, it's like $30 a month. If you just don't play Game Pass, that is like one AAA game every 2 months. So like 6 a year. So like it's just,
Well, it's just like
Game Pass.
yeah. My brain is always just being like, well, this is the okay. It's just I don't feel like most people are surprised. I feel like because like as soon as you get a monopoly or just like someone who's a leader in this type of market, because I can't really think of anything comparable to XPass. Like that's just like XPass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Netflix for gaming. So it's just like, yeah, they can write the terms and conditions, and it's Microsoft. It's like, of course they're gonna want more money.
Yeah.
But it's also funny because XPass is the thing that you could like call the horrible parasite that's killing the console part of Microsoft, but then they're also trying to kill the thing that killed the console thing.
Yeah. And it's like like I don't know, like I saw a meme the other day going like, okay, let's do girl math. You can pay $30 a month for Game Pass to play Silksong, or you can just pay $20 once to play Silksong.
Yeah, because at some point, like the indie games, there would be no reason unless you're buying them so en masse.
Yeah.
And then you can look at the library and go like, okay, yes, and also I could finish this amount within the month. But people don't usually have that much free time on their hands. And if they do, like, it's a big debate as to whether or not like some of them would like get that much done within the month regardless.
Yeah, and like I'm just thinking about like the amount of people who
And also Xbox can just delist games too. Yeah, go ahead.
Like I'm just thinking about like how much people have Game Pass just to like play the new Call of Duty every year.
That could be a legit thing.
But
yeah.
here's the thing. $30 is $300 like a year. So if you just don't,
360.
so if you just don't have a Game Pass, and you save that money, you can buy the new Call of Duty game every year and buy a few extra games too.
Yeah, $30, 12 months, 360 USD. Is it 30 USD?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even more in our parts too. You could buy plenty of games. I mean, like if you really wanted to be a weird new game buyer, you could buy 3 brand new AAA games, and then one kind of like one premium AA game.
Yeah,
Or you could buy a bunch of other stuff.
imagine how many games you could like. Imagine how many games you could buy if like every year when the Steam like Christmas sale happens, you have $360 to spend on it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games you can just own. You can just buy them.
Well, it's like the blockbuster effect of just walking in the store and going like, well, realistically, I'm not gonna watch every single movie here.
Yeah.
So what's this membership like, right? Like I can.
But like,
Even then, I don't think a blockbuster membership. I forget how they worked, but yeah.
and the thing about like the Steam sale specifically is that like the funny thing about that is that Microsoft knows about the because like the thing is like the Game Pass, like the $30 thing is only for the consoles. If you
What's the PC?
if you have the PC version of Game Pass, it's still like $15. Because they know that if they raise it like too
That's
much, the PC people are just going
but
to leave.
no, but that way to just kill the console side of your market even more, but also like cut off any cut off like more people from actually using it on your console. Like this goes beyond like damaging a department. This is damaging your ecosystem.
Yeah, like at this point, what console people needs to understand is that Microsoft is exploiting you to subsidize cheap game for us. That's what's going on. Xbox is exploiting console markets to subsidize cheap games for PC players.
Well, no, not only that. It's just like they're gonna get a dip. That's just the reality.
Yeah, like the cancellation site like crashed.
Like that's just that's just the thing. And to be fair, it's like I don't know how many people still own an Xbox. We still I don't know if we have the comparative numbers. It's still like
5-1, I think.
Yeah, it's like yeah, okay, that sounds dire, but it's like it's still hundreds of thousands, I'd imagine, if not a million or so. But like what is the incentive now for people to use your service versus buying like games physically, use games, or just on the digital storefront versus an X Pass?
Yeah.
Or just if they do have a PC, like just go on Steam.
Yeah, and like I don't know what Xbox thinks. Like did you see like you know how they announced like a Steam Deck kind of like device the other day?
Oh yeah, it's ROG Allied thing or whatever.
Yeah, it's $1,000.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to pay $1,000 for that?
Especially when the Steam Deck is like even lower in price now.
Yeah, you can buy a Steam Deck and a Switch 2 and still have money for games left. For $1,000.
I don't really, because this can't be like some sort of Machiavellian self-sabotage plot to work
I think
into
they're just I think like because like what I've heard.
software. This is general incompetence.
Yeah, from what I heard, like nobody there knows nobody there knows what they're doing. That is what I heard from like people who know on the inside.
Because I'm sure someone's gonna go like, but this is a grand scheme for them to transition to the digital only distribution model. It's like, really, their strategy requires them to just lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
They could just stop. They could just announce we'll phase out. What part of their plan is like, okay, so the first part of our plan, we're going to make a bunch of expensive hardware that we're gonna downsell and lose a lot of money on, and we're also gonna just completely damage our hardware economy.
Yeah. And also like one of the like big like setting points of the new like handheld, like the ROG Ally thing they're doing, which by the way I refuse to say ROG. I don't care. I'm going to say ROG.
I've interchanged between both. I don't know.
I'm going to say ROG.
Okay.
The thing about the ROG Ally is that because like I refuse to acknowledge the actual acronym because you know what that stands for? Do you know what ROG stands for?
What does it stand for?
Republic of Gamers. I
you
refuse
know
to
what?
acknowledge that. This is simply too cringe.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
Like,
so amazing.
that's literally what it stands for.
Oh, that's so good.
So
They've been a brand for a long time, and that flew over my head. I never knew.
yeah, I know.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it's like I remember there was like there is like a tech focus mall in the city I live in, and even before I lived here, every now and then I will travel to the city and go to that mall to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like on the first floor, on the center of it, there was like an official Asus store, ASUS. How do you pronounce them? ASUS, I think.
I think they actually go by like Asus, which I was always weirded by, but yeah.
Yeah, there was an official Asus store, and there was like just like a huge like neon sign that said Republic of Gamers, like in all red. And every time I walked past that, I was like, "Eey."
You can't be. I feel like the tides have changed, friend. You can't be calling yourself the Republic of Gamers.
Yeah, we're saying the N word is legally required.
Oh no. They'd have a field day if I walked in there.
No, but like, so I refuse to acknowledge the acronym. But like, I think about like the rogue ally is that one of the like big marquee features they're advertising about it is that like they are like adding a new mode to Windows 11 that is focused on gaming, right? So they are like integrating other stores into the Windows Store. So if you own games on Steam, you can also like install them and launch them from the Microsoft Store. So like you don't have to start like juggling launchers and stuff like that. And they are like changing, like adding a mode that changes the interface of Windows to be like more console-like, so it is easier to navigate with a gamepad and stuff like that. But here's the kicker about that though. Eventually, they're just going to like, and this has already been confirmed by them. They already announced that this is going to happen. Eventually, they are just going to add all of those features as an update to regular Windows 11, so anyone can use them anyway. So if you own any of the handhelds that are like $1,500 cheaper, $500 cheaper, I mean, if you own any of the handhelds that are $500 cheaper than it, you can just get access to those features anyway. You just need to wait like a couple extra months. So it's like, okay, cool.
Microsoft's also had like the problem of like having a bunch of layoffs and just like also citing like the workforce going like, yeah, they're kind of forcing us to implement AI.
Yeah.
And it's just like this is kind of lining up for like really bizarre internal management and decisions that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this should be obvious, like if you take a step back and just ask yourself, like, okay, well, like, okay, guys, we're gonna make our rogue ally, and it's gonna come out. It's like, okay, what's the price point? It's like 1,000. And instead of going, yeah, they should have just went, but what about the Switch and the Steam Deck? And I feel like an entire talk would kind of start like making them go like, oh yeah, we gotta either cut back on performance and costs to make it comparable and it can compete in the market.
No, like the thing is,
No,
like
that's
the thing
about
is,
it.
like
Like,
it
I
is
don't
not
think
even
you
that
could
much.
cancel it.
It isn't even that much more powerful than a Steam Deck.
Oh my god, this is so pathetic. This is sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is just sad.
It's
The
bad.
more I learn about this, this is
Like that thing is going to flop so hard.
How could you fucking?
Because I don't think there's like
I know.
are there still like Xbox diehards? Is that a thing that still exists? Or do they all die for lack of food?
I think some of them still kind of exist, but they're mostly in this weird market. It's like, yeah, Xbox is great. Steam's coming to Xbox, so now we can. Now it's a whole new ball game. I was like, yeah, all right, that's a good thing, but I don't know how many people own an Xbox still.
Yeah.
Also,
And also the raising price, like I think like the Xbox Series X is like $660 now.
ew. Oh yeah, there's just I think there were also just hardware price raising, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they raise like the price of everything around there.
Yeah.
The how to
I feel
speak.
like this conversation keeps creeping up. It's like I don't like Xbox. I just don't want them to die because I don't want any sort of game monopoly
Yeah.
in any market.
Yeah,
That's
so
just all it
Sony is
is.
bad enough on its own. We cannot like allow them to have no competition.
Yeah, I tend to like, and even then, I'll even say I tend to buy Sony products, but it's just like don't ever give a company a monopoly. It's a bad idea.
Yeah. Speaking of Sony, like they pretty much confirmed at this point that like all models of PX6 are going to come by default without a disk drive.
I'm going to go and kill them, is what I'm gonna do.
I think like I think like they said they are going to like sell one PS6 model that has like an optional hard drive that you can buy for more money. But by default there will be no model with hard drive with like no hard drive like disk drive. I mean.
Why is it that every time these motherfucking idiots get the first place spot in the last cycle, they decide, well, now I've gotten the gold trophy. I can get my real prize. A shit Sunday, and then they bury their face in shit.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, like at this point, physical sales are like 1/3.
True, but I've had this talk before. I just don't like the idea of less options.
Yeah, I know.
Because like even if it's like an inkling, just having a physical market influence even like the tiniest bit on resale, so people don't have to buy new games or wait out sales from publishers, is ideal.
Yeah.
It's always ideal.
Oh,
And
here's
I
a,
know some people are gonna go pirating, but when you go to the console market, you don't get to have that comfort as much.
here's
Like,
another thing about Game Pass, by the way. One thing about Game Pass is that like when you are subscribed to Game Pass, you get like discounts, but like to any game you buy, right?
mm-hmm.
Most games on the Microsoft Store get a discount if you have Game Pass. So one thing you can do is like if a game is getting delisted, before it gets delisted, you can like buy it on the Microsoft Store for like cheaper than it actually goes,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. They changed the way it works, so you get no discount buying DLCs anymore.
Yeah, this is just consumer unfriendly. How is it that the AAA industry and the major industry keeps just like doing this? Like they're getting worse. I feel like we've had months where we're going like, man, they're doing all the wrong decisions, and like indie darlings and like self-publishers are doing really great. And it's like you can't even look out the window and try learning.
Yeah, you can just like
You can
yeah,
just go like, hey, maybe we should stop what we're doing because they're doing okay over there.
yeah, it's like
Or maybe,
Microsoft. When was the last time you crashed Steam?
yeah.
When
Or
was the
just
last
like,
time you released a game that crashed Steam?
and I'm sure someone will write, is like, but how is this related? Because this is a thing that isn't comparable because they have a platform and stuff. It's just like, you just have to look at what is around you and what's failing. And if your immediate decision is, you know what we should do? We should just do the thing that would make our consumers have even less. And I'm sure they'll take it well.
Yeah.
I know. You can
And like,
slowly transition it out. Sometimes like the cost, like it makes sense, but if you're piling this up after like taking multiple L's, it just looks bad on you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like going back to the like EA thing. So what's going to happen now? What's going to happen is that there's going to be a first phase where they are going to keep pretending that they can make $20 billion with AI somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, everyone can see they are not going to. But what's going to happen is that they're going to like create a list of like core series, right? So like the sports games, Battlefield, The Sims, maybe Need for Speed. They're going to create that series of the list of core series, and everything that is not one of those games is going to get cancelled, and everyone working on something that is not one of those games is going to get fired.
In order to make up for the losses on the purchase, right?
Uh huh. And also because I don't think the Saudi Arabia government cares about those other games.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, known studio killer EA now has more motive to kill.
Yeah. And the second thing that's going to happen is that they're going to start. There's going to be a second phase where it's going to be like a panic phase where they're going to start selling off studios.
IPs? Oh, okay.
So one of the first that is going to go is probably BioWare. Like it's just going to get either completely closed or like completely sold off.
You know what? Fine.
Yeah.
You know who could buy BioWare and actually make it decent?
Who?
Larian.
I don't know if they have the money to buy another company.
I mean, in this hypothetical that you made,
Yeah.
where EA is just selling random shit. Also, I guess like I don't know how much Larian made off of like Baldur's Gate to be like as successful.
I mean, they
Baldur's
probably
Gate
made a lot of money from that, but like, you know.
But probably not enough to be like a Titan, yeah.
Yeah. I think they may also like sell or like, okay, so like stuff like Criterion games, it's going to get like either sold or closed, probably closed. Which is the one that like Respawn, the Titanfall guys, they're getting closed. And you're never and that is the thing, you're never going to get another like Burnout, you're never going to get another Titanfall game, you may never get another Sims games. They may just turn the Sims 4 into a live service. Even more than it is already.
Well, I mean, like with some of them, like if you're selling studios and you're closing down studios, one of the other like ways to like mitigate damages to sell IPs is just companies don't usually do that as much anymore.
Yeah. So you're never going to get another Titanfall game. You're never. I mean, like I already mentioned the core series. You are never going to get another game that is not one of those anymore. So you're probably never going to get another Dragon Age. If you're lucky, you are getting another Mass Effect, and that's it. But only one.
I mean, they're still in development for Mass Effect 4, yeah.
I mean, they were in development for the Perfect Dark game. There is no reason to not cancel a game that is already in development.
True. I don't know. I feel like if their purchasing thing is coming now, because this is like post-purchase, it's like, okay, well, yeah, finish up the thing and see if we can make money off of it. Versus like if you're doing damage control, right?
Yeah.
Because if like you've already expended like resources and this IP does have some value, and then you go like, nah, just cancel it, and then we'll go to, we'll just move the resources and focus on like our main hitters. Is like, okay. Also, it's like a different thing. Is like Perfect Dark is kind of like a revival. Well, I mean, Mass Effect's also a revival, but I feel like Mass Effect was more relevant in the market, far by comparison. So,
yeah. But yeah, like basically anything that is not one of those core series is dead. You're never getting another one. Sorry.
I just wish like companies would sell IPs when they die.
Yeah.
Again.
And also, I mean that can be a two-faced kind of like coin, because you know how like Microsoft closed Tango the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, turns out, and they actually sold the rights to Hi-Fi Rush to another like company.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the company that owns Hi-Fi Rush now is like an AI NFT kind of thing.
Oh, wonderful.
So you know, maybe sometimes you don't need to sell the IP. Maybe sometimes that is better.
Wonderful.
Sometimes, and that is the thing. I feel more and more about, like, every time they announce a new sequel or a new remake, or like someone bought an IP or anything like that. Every time Konami says anything. I just think, you know, sometimes dead is better. Sometimes just being dead is better.
That's wild. That's really fucked up and funny in its own way. It's like sad because like Hi-Fi Rush is full of soul. It's really fun. It came out like out of nowhere, and the fact that it's now mitigated to the most soulless thing. Also, doesn't it ironically go against its messages too?
Yeah. Yeah, like Hi-Fi Rush is explicitly anti-cooperative slop.
Yeah. So this is, oh man, it's okay. It's like
Irony is dead.
Netflix going like, yeah, it's like Netflix going like, let's make the Squid Games, and everyone's like, did you not get the point?
It's like you know, like every now and then, like I feel like every week at this point, the Onion reposts that article that is like Onion writers on strike because they don't know how to come up with anything stupider than real life anymore.
Yeah. Like this is new.
Yeah. And I feel like, yeah, like I don't know, like, and that is the reason I don't watch like those game shows anymore.
Game shows?
You know, like the summer games, the summer game fest, and like the Keeleys and like whatever else.
Mm.
And like I also don't watch like Nintendo Directs or like State of Play or like Sony State of Plays anymore.
I still do.
The reason I don't watch them
I
anymore is because
yeah.
like every time I watch them, like half the time I just like looking at something and thinking, sometimes that is better.
I mean, there are plenty where it's just like I've watched with like during them, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's a fun time. But that's mostly just our company, and it's just like sometimes it's just an IP thing that's just like a spin-off or whatever that you're just like this could just not exist and no one would care. Sometimes you'll just get like some new thing that doesn't feel original and pretty soulless and has like the most bland generic name ever.
I mean, in the name
And
thing,
yeah.
I think like to be fair, I feel like most good names are copyrighted at this point. I feel like we are like
I
running out of
guess,
names.
but could we stop? Could we stop like rotating certain key words over and over
Oh yeah,
again?
you are not allowed to put revenge in your title anymore.
Yeah, or just like I get it, but it's just like dawn, zero, shadow, revelations. Like they're just words that need a break period. We need to give them a break period for a long amount of time.
Yeah, we need to put a moratorium on those words.
Yeah. We're just like, yeah, one day you can use them again, but today's not the day.
And also we need to put a moratorium on puns. No more puns. Because like the other day I was like looking at like I was watching a video of like games with like destruction and they mentioned Red Faction Guerrilla, right?
Oh yeah.
And I remembered like when they remastered that game they call it remastered because the game takes place on Mars.
Oh.
So it's like the remastered edition. And I was, can we
Well,
just
I mean,
like, yeah, no, don't do that anymore. Don't do that
well, I mean,
anymore.
like, yeah, I mean, what was it? Ratchet and Clank was infamous for it. No.
Yeah, but at least they were funny because they were sexual.
Yeah. Or like they were just like lowbrow, like ripped apart, like ripped apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like going commando and up your arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did the subtitles misinterpret that as me saying I am going commando?
Because it's a little more on brand for what you do.
Yeah, I always wear underwear. Don't say that. I do a
Do
lot
you?
of things. I am a lot of things, but I always wear underwear.
Okay. I don't know why you are adamant about this. Like this is the line you cannot cross.
Yeah. Because it gets very itchy. So I refuse. Like it's not a moral thing, it just gets very itchy if I don't. So I have to.
Bitch, I don't even know how to respond to that. All right, whatever. Do you need to go to a doctor? Is everything okay?
I mean, yeah, but not for that.
Okay. Just gonna leave that ominously. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's all. I think that's all the news for the week, though.
Let
I
me
can't
see.
really-
Okay, so like maybe the AI thing, the Microsoft thing. Oh, there's also like the Ubisoft thing.
The what?
The Ubisoft thing.
Oh, I actually haven't heard this one. I've heard people float around what Ubisoft's been doing. I know that. Oh, there's also the thing where Capcom said it's gonna try integrating AI as well. But like, anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and they created like a shell company called Vanguard, and they gave
Ubisoft, we're talking about, yeah.
yeah, they created a shell company called Vanguard, and they're giving the rights to like all of their core IPs. Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Far Cry.
Yeah.
They gave the rights of all those IPs to Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is like when Tencent inevitably takes over Ubisoft, they're going to go like, no, we don't own Assassin's Creed. They do, and you don't invite them. You got us, so you don't get Assassin's Creed. They're basically jumping ship, but they're like making sure they move all the important boxes before jumping.
I'm surprised the company name Vanguard wasn't taken. Two, this feels like something a lawsuit could handle. Like, I mean, like, I'm sure they went through the procedures. Like, in realistically, it's like, oh yeah, you made the company decision before the buyout, I guess. But like, something about this does not feel up and up. Some like if there was like a second story is like Tencent suing Ubisoft, I'd be like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. No, Tencent is busy in their own lawsuit against Sony because of the fucking like blatant Horizon ripoff they're making.
Yeah, that one's funny.
And like that, it is crazy that you have like Sony, like suing someone for copyright infringement, and you look at the thing, and you go, actually, Sony is right on this one. Actually, Sony is the good guy in this one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, it's just me looking at Tencent and going like, out of all the things you could be copying,
Why?
chose Horizon.
Yeah, why didn't you rip off one of the like good IPs that Sony isn't using anymore? Like make a new Resistance, like, or something, or a new Killzone.
Like why didn't you? Yeah, like I feel like we value our Horizon a lot. I don't find it like it breaks the mold gameplay wise, and you don't always have to, but it's like it works fine technically.
Yeah.
It's world building, just it can be pretty interesting, but I feel like after the mystery, you're kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I think like fundamentally the problem with like those Horizon. Wait, what happened? Oh no, never mind. I was confused. I thought we moved to a different scene, but it was just a glitch. The thing about Horizon is that like it is by design so intentionally like intended to like appeal to so much people that it's just like I like, because like the thing is like the more you try to appeal to like the medium, the more you become medium yourself, right? The more you try to
incorporate too many flavors and you have none.
Yeah, it's just like slop anymore. It's just like slop at this point. Just like a great goop, because they put like everything on it and they like try to homogenize everything, so it's goop. It's goopy. Which, by the way, I feel I have heard that is the problem with the new Ghost game, Ghost of Yote. I have heard that is the problem. That is like because like the game is like more Horizon-y now.
Oh no.
So it's just like it's just really just another one of those Sony games. Just another one of those Sony games.
I mean, it's open world. It's fucking. I'll up front. I wasn't particularly that interested in Tsushima.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool thing. I think like the fact that the studio like studied like I think film and history for it is like major kudos to them on that. I just for some reason I just wasn't particularly interested.
Tsushima is like one of those like strongest, like one of the stronger cases I have ever seen of a game that I played and I enjoyed, but the whole time I was thinking this should have been linear. The whole time I was playing the game, I was thinking this should have been like stage based. This should have been linear. Like this game is worse. This game is worse for having an open world.
I can see where you're coming from on that. I mean, part of it is like also like fighting off the Mongolian threat.
Yeah, except they don't actually do anything about that in like in terms of like the open world. Because like if you're going to do that, you could have like systemic like emergent open world like things, or like battles happening, or like battle lines moving and stuff like that.
Yeah, aren't there like bandit camps or something?
Yeah, but they're like, they behave exactly like Far Cry bandit camps.
Okay. Okay.
So they're really not like you're really like if you legitimately had like a system where you can just like advance the battle line, like complete quests and like win battles to like move the battle line across the map and change that would have been cool, but they don't do it.
Oh wait, I have one core memory of Tsushima because I watched a friend play it. Spoiler alert. All right, people, mute for 10 seconds. The horse dies. 0 out of 10. Okay, go back.
A lot of horses die in that game. I don't know which one you're talking about.
The main one. Your best friend. She carries you to safety, and you hug her as she falls, and you cry, and I'm like, my horse. How dare.
My horns.
There's a lot of things I can withstand.
The horse is not here.
But animals just taking the bullet, I can't stand.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, I don't kill the animals. It's like I think it's this week or next week there is a horror movie coming out that is called like Wood Boy. And the thing about the horror movie is that like the protagonist is a dog and the movie is filmed from the perspective of the dog. So it is like a horror movie like from the perspective of an animal.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm seeing this movie, I'm just like looking at it and thinking, I'm not going to watch this movie until I get confirmation that they don't kill the fucking dog at the end.
God, there's a horror movie like that where it's pretty much the same premise, and the dog is like this science experiment, and it's kind of like tragic. It's like possessive of this family, and then it dies at the end whimpering, and I'm just like, I know he was evil, but like you people destroyed his life. He's a tragic dog. How dare you?
Yeah. Do not the dog. Or the horse. I guess like,
Or the horse.
and that is the
Or
thing about
cats.
human, like, that is the, like the funny thing about like, because I still think horses are ugly as fuck,
But Uma Musume has
and
opened
I
up
I
some
still
sympathy.
think they're ugly as fuck, but I'm more endeared to them now because of the stupid game.
Mm,
Like I
I
still
don't
think
think
they're
they're
ugly. I don't think
particularly
they're cute,
ugly.
but they're more endearing to me now.
I don't think they're particularly ugly. I think like I feel like with most cases for like domestic animals, like a part like I feel like a protective instinct goes for most people where it's just like, oh, they depend on us and they don't really
No, yeah, I get that. I get that.
in a very innocent way.
I
And I'm
get
just like,
that. I just don't
oh,
think when people think they're cute because they're not. They have
I
like
can see
weird faces and like fucked up
I can see
names.
some that are I can see some that are cute. They're the ones who have the big shaggy like clompers, and then they got the shaggy hair in front of them. I find those ones really funny to look at. I'm like, ah, look at him.
I don't know.
He got the shaggy hair.
Like horses are like freakies. Are like freakish. Are like little freakish. There are some that look
Mm.
really cool, but I don't think any of them look cute.
Mm.
Like the like the big one, like the gigantic ones with like the 40 claws and whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know
Those
what
are
you're talking
cool,
about.
but they're still
Those
ugly.
are dumb. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I see. Here's the thing. Part of me would be like, oh, it'd be cool to like be near one, but I realistically think about it as like they have enough kick power to like just kill me, so I'd probably
I
not
mean, but
want
like to
to
be fair,
ever.
that is true of most horses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about any horse.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I guess this is like part of like my experience, like because of the city I grew up in. It was filled with horses, so they're just like another fucking animal for me. It's like, yeah, look at them,
Mm,
another one. It's another one. They're just like work animals where I grew up.
I love animals. They're good. Um.
Wait, let me
Okay, I
see if I
think
can
that's
find
it for news.
uh like the race of like that horse because I want to make sure of something.
Okay.
Mm, big horse.
I don't know. My movie card is.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, the film on this card is falling off.
Belgian trapped horse.
Oh, well, now it's useless. Why'd you put the barcode on the ceramic film on the card?
What are you talking about?
Because I have this old membership card that I haven't renewed in years, and then I was just like, oh, ew, there's a film part that's sticking out, and I just ripped it off.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can cut this card up and just like throw it away now.
All right. The Belgian draft horse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, like that is the thing I didn't unmute. I didn't mute my phone again. I'm stupid. That is the thing I was like because I was like doing a comparison because I already had this conversation with you, right? I was having a
Mm-hmm.
conversation with someone. Uh, I was having a conversation with someone, and I was like, hey, you know how like I was saying, you know how like you keep saying like horses are big animals, like they're not. They're like medium animals.
Yeah.
And it turns out like horses are like big animals. I just happen to also be freakishly large, so I see them as medium animals.
Mm-hmm.
So like for example, like I have always treated my dog as like a small animal, as like a small dog,
Okay.
a small dog breed,
Because you're tall. Yeah.
because like she's like like halfway to my chins, so it's like you're tiny.
Yeah.
But then she stands next to my mom, and I remember, oh no, you're actually like the size of a golden retriever.
Yeah.
So you're
Because
not like
you're tall.
a small dog breed. You're just like so like the thing about like yeah. For me, horses are medium-sized animals.
Fluffy horse.
So I was looking at them and like the big ones I have found, like they're still like shorter than me. Like I could still get on top of
Fluff.
one of these like easy if it's like steel.
You know, I'm trying to Google search some cute horses, but the pictures they're showing me, they're a little more intimidating than I remember. Hmm.
Yeah, so
Baby
like
horses are cute. Fluffy.
let me like make a chart real quick,
Hello, Fluffy.
so we can get an idea of like why I think horses are like medium-sized animals. Let me make a chart real quick, because I have like I am studying graphic design now, so this is my power now. The power of of graphic design is my passion. Oh yeah, by the way, I started studying now. Like it like actually started this week.
Let's go.
So I'm just going to draw like a big red line, and like this is like the like annoying part of studying. One of and like honestly, like it's also like one of the most annoying parts of like getting a new job or whatever. I hate the first week so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Because
the first week back from summer and stuff
no,
like
no, 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 no.
too.
Because the reason is like
Usually.
you are wasting my time with information I understood the first time. Can we move to like the actual like studying instead of like like all the like introductory like hippie hoppy bullshit? Do we
Not for
need to
you,
get
it's
to
for
know
the
each
others.
other? Do we get to know? We don't need to get to know each other. We can just like skip to like actually like learning the thing.
Oh, you're talking about getting to know your classmates and stuff.
Yeah, and like the rules of the school
Oh,
or like and like the organization and like whatever is like yeah whatever. I understood like you can give me like a little handbook with that information, and it will take me like 10 minutes to read it, and that's all we need. Let's keep the tutorial. Let's skip the tutorial, please. I don't like tutorials. I don't like tutorials in
I
games.
mean,
I don't like tutorials in real life.
it's not for you though. It's like it's just to ensure like anyone who's going in an introductory level. That's just a thing.
Okay, so I
It
drew.
sucks. It sucks, but yeah, like
I mean, like, I feel like if you're accepting people for a bachelor's degree, you should expect a degree of like intellectual capability from them.
well, yeah, no, but like not necessarily outright in the field. Because sadly, this happens a lot in NA too. It's just like you can go into certain courses that have an overlap with one field, but they have to treat you like you're a novice, and it takes like it's annoying because it burns time in it. But you're like, all right, I guess, because there's some motherfucker who's out there who still doesn't know how to write essays.
Yeah. Okay, so I made a graphic, and I drew a red line, as you can see.
Yeah,
Horses are tiny when I'm standing because
yeah, I
this red
know.
line is me, right?
Yeah, you're a 2 meter freak.
That red line is me. So like, look at how, and this is like one of the like big like fluffy horses. You see like the Shire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see how like I am like its head is like taller than me, but not that much, and I am definitely taller
Yeah.
than its cross.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can definitely like get on top of one of these like easy.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
One of the
Own the
fun
Shire.
one of the funniest things about being as tall as I am is that like the distance you can fall like scales because like the amount of like distance your legs can use to like mitigate the like force of the fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the distance you can fall like scales with how tall you are.
Yeah.
So like I remember every now and then when I was in high school I would do a jump, and one of my classmates would look at me and like, how do you not break your legs?
But yeah.
And I will point at them and laugh and just go short.
Yeah.
Because that is the thing, like around here I think like the average like male height is like 175, and the
I
average
think
female
like that's yeah.
height is like 161.
Mm-hmm.
So like everyone in this place is short.
Yeah.
So like when I was in like especially because like the thing is like when I was growing up, when I was like for like for like all of elementary and like a good chunk of like middle school, I was actually one of the shorter ones. But
Oh,
then
and you hit your growth spurt.
yeah, but then
Cool.
when I was 14, I grew like 40 centimeters in like 2 weeks. Like it was
Okay,
like
that well,
it was actually really freaky because legitimately like like I will woke up I woke up one day and my clothes didn't fit me anymore, so we went to buy new clothes, and then the next week they didn't fit me anymore again. I was like stretching really fast. So like in the span of like 2 weeks, I went from like being one of the shorter ones to being the tallest one at school. I don't know how that happened so fast. Uh, and then I kept growing, and by the time I was in like 11th grade, I was like tallest than the second tallest person in class by like a margin of like almost 20 centimeters.
let's go.
So it's like, oh, and like the thing is like, um, it's like the high school I went to. The way it worked is that you had like grades, right? So you have like 10th grade, 11th grade, but the thing is like you had like two, like they will take like everyone on those grades and they will divide them into two groups because like you know how in movies like people always just like fall like walk from like classroom to classroom depending on like what class they have.
Yeah.
It works the other way here. The way it works here is that you have like you always have the same classmates, the same classroom, and the teachers are the ones that move between like class to class. So you stay on the same
The
classroom
teachers
with the
are.
same people all day, and the teachers are the
Oh,
ones that are
okay.
rotating.
Yeah. That's like an inverse rotary system. All right.
Um, so like when you say like this is my group of like this is my class, you mean like this is the people you have like every class with every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are not like scheduling classes differently. You are not like walking from class to class. Like these are the people who are in the same classroom as you every day.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is like in order to like handle the amount of students that were in my high school, like they would divide the groups, right? So you have 11th grade, for example, you have 11A and 11B. And each one of those will be like a different classroom. And they will and it will get very competitive. Like between like the A's and the B's on every year, it would get very, very competitive. As you can imagine. Like I feel like that is just like an environment designed to like breed that kind of competitiveness, right? But that's not the point. The point is that when I was in 16th grade, in 11th grade, I mean 16th grade. When I was in 11th grade, there was a girl on like the other 11th grade that was almost as tall as me,
Okay.
which was because like it was like crazy. Because I have never met another cisgender woman that is that tall. That was that tall.
Something in the water.
And she was really hot. She was really hot.
Of course, you had to have that last part.
Yeah, and we actually like did like become friends, and I still talk to her every now and then.
That's good.
But I don't have a crush. I don't have a crush on her anymore, so we have normal conversations.
Okay. Well.
Listen,
Normal with you is always
she's
a
a good
toss-up.
Christian. I have to limit myself when I'm around her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that so? You have that common courtesy for other folks?
you're not a good Christian.
What the? Make it sound like I'm out drinking and motherfucker. Whatever.
That was actually like the main point of tension between us back then. Is that like
Oh, that you were an atheist and she was.
yeah,
Like,
and like back then I was one of the edgy atheists. You know, like the very annoying
oh
ones.
yeah. I know the types.
Yeah, fortunately, like we are both adults now, and we like she doesn't try to convert me anymore, and I don't try to, and I don't be a dick about the fact that she's a Christian anymore.
Yeah.
So we can like
It's
so we
as
can
if,
still be friends.
yeah, that's how people should do it. Honestly, is just go like, oh, do you have a belief system? Yeah, cool. Is like, do you have one? No, cool.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That's really
I am
it.
really glad I'm not an edgy atheist anymore. That was very cringe.
Oh, don't worry. I had to deal with plenty.
Yeah,
But like,
and it was very
to be
cringe.
fair,
Like
I
I
used to.
look back at some of the stuff I
Yeah.
used to write back then, and it's like, hey,
To
you
be fair,
embarrass
I
me.
used to be the. Yeah. To be fair, I used to be the Catholic kid who was like completely brainwashed from his school, and then like having a friend who came out gay and who was an atheist and having a rhetoric was actually very healthy for me to like explore cognitive dissonance and understand. Because ironically, it wasn't my local church that was bad. Not to sell it, but it's just like it was my school church being extremely conservative in their views. Like the whole like, oh, hell hath no fury. And like, oh, if you're gay, oh, if you do abortion. Meanwhile, like when my dad took me to church, it's just like he's just legit had a talk with me in high school. He's like, yeah, our motto is just like, hey, don't be a dick. Like, okay, fair.
Yeah,
Because it's like we have relatives who are like Hindu. What are we gonna be telling them? It's like, yeah, all right, you'll be in hell. Like, no.
Yeah, like imagine like in a family like you, someone who is a Hindu marry someone who is a Christian, and it's like, okay, is the kid going to hell on the father's side, or like going to heaven on the mother's side? Like how's that going to work?
I mean, there's some that are like really okay. So for my family, there is never an expectation to convert, which is good. However, I've had friend, even my ex, um, and I've heard this commonality is some Muslim families expect you to convert if you're not, and you marry into the family.
Yeah,
And I was just sitting there and it's like, I'm sure as shit not doing that. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. That's very common, especially like particular for like Muslims. But there's a lot of Christians, a lot of like particularly Catholics that are also like that.
Yeah, it's just like luckily, like you always have to be wary about whatever, like how big, depending on how you are religiously, you have to always be a little wary about like how your partner's family is and like what you're gonna do. It's like you could surface level go like, oh yeah, I'm totally practicing eye roll, and then you go home and you and your babe laugh, but like there are some who just like fully expect it, even your partner, and it's like at that point my brain goes like, all right, if your partner's like that and you're not, and they're kind of like trying to get you into that, it's like, why are you continuing this relationship dynamic? This does not seem healthy.
Yeah, it's like one of those
Yeah.
things that is like, I, I, I feel like there's a lot of things that like if you are like getting into a relationship with someone, you have to accept the like have to like picture yourself. What happens if this never changes? Am I okay with like living my life with someone who like believes in this
Yeah.
forever?
As someone who's gotten older, and it's like I do the type of relationship I would like is a long-term relationship. There are just questions I've legit asked at the start of a date.
Yeah,
Or
like for
like just
example, something that
discussing.
is very strict for me is like the children thing because
Yeah, I've talked about that.
I don't want
Yeah.
any children like at all.
That's fair.
So
I've talked.
so
Mine has been I don't do long distance. I don't do. I would like to keep like having a family on the table. And I probably wouldn't move out of the country.
yeah,
So.
yeah. So like if you're talking with someone, you have to like ask those
Oh, and they have to
questions.
like animals, like pets. Yeah. Go ahead.
Like so like for example like if I start dating someone, and they're like, actually I do want some children, and there's a problem with that down the line, like that's on me for like being like, oh, it's probably going like I have to like if I ever get into a situation, I have to like think about the fact that like, okay, am I okay if this never changes?
Yeah.
Am I okay with dealing with that? You have to like and if you genuinely like are not okay with dealing with that, you have to just like not go further with the relationship. You have to just like accept the fact that you are not compatible. This is not ideal,
Yeah,
and like
and
that is the thing. I feel like a lot of people like place a lot of moral weight on breaking a relationship off, which
yeah, like it's a bad
which
thing is
sometimes
like
it can be,
not.
sometimes it can be like,
Well, if it's for shallow and terrible reasons, yes. But it's like if it's things that like you definitely did not sign up for, and that was like very apparent, then you're not in the wrong.
yeah, and also sometimes like it is the adult thing, the healthy thing, to be like, actually we're just not compatible.
And there are gonna always be people who's like, but you spent X amount of time in this relationship. It's like, yeah, that's why I don't want to waste Y more amount of time
Yeah,
if it's gonna just be miserable.
it's like actually just like, and like the earlier but like the earlier you can do that, the better. Like the earlier you can like
Also,
realize
yeah,
stuff that is
it's
just like not
ideal
compatible, the better.
because there are plenty. I'm sure there are plenty of couples where it's been a messy situation where like maybe both parties went like, oh yeah, I don't want to have kids, and then like one person changes their mind like maybe 4 or 5 years down the line because like their friends are having it, and then it just like speaks to their soul or something. In which case, I genuinely do have sympathy for both sides of the party, like both parties on this, because it's just like, okay, you couldn't possibly have expected this,
Yeah.
but like in situations where it's like you're signing into something and you're like, maybe they'll change their mind to my way. It's like,
Yeah, and like just
that's too
like
much of a gamble.
and just like as an extension of that, like just a general advice: never get into a relationship expecting to change the other person.
Exactly, don't.
Like never get into a relationship expecting like you are going to change anything about the other person.
You're just gonna burn yourself out. And also, like, don't if you're looking at a person and going, they'd be perfect if I changed A, B, and C, then date someone with someone with A, B, and C. Don't be changing people.
Yeah.
like I'm all for like certain partnerships where it's like, okay, well, you know, we got together and then she helped me straighten up my act. Like if it's a situation where it's like, okay, yeah, you kind of dire, like you were in a dire situation and you needed to self betterment in ways of like, oh, I learned discipline and now I'm more independent. Sure, that works. But if it's just like stuff is like, well, he didn't like the same kind of music I liked, and he also just like hung out with his friends too often, and you know his interests are like just so nerdy that he needs to be more like an adult. Like it's like that kind of shit. It's just like, why aren't you just dating a dude like that from the get go
Yeah.
instead of like, yeah, you ain't your like people aren't your Ken and Barbie dolls. Just if you want something, just go for it from the get go. Don't
Yeah.
be changing people. I hate people who are like, oh, he's a project, or she's a project. It's just like, bruh, fuck up out of here.
Yeah, that's weird. That's kind of creepy when people are like talking about each other as if they're a house or something like that. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Just ugh.
Like the icon, you guys know the icon fixer is a joke, right? That's supposed to be a joke.
Well, yeah, because you're in no place to be fixing other people, Candy.
Yeah, I know.
But like, but yeah, it's just like, also like I don't know. I suppose like it depends on like how far that mentality goes, because the I can fix them problem like would initiate like a situation where you like, where do you start drawing the line? At what point is there healthy discourse for this person to be independent and different from you enough versus your mentality of, oh well, they'll get over it because I can fix it out of them. Like that's fucked up. Also, why would you want to be dating someone who's exactly like you or just like within your parameters? Isn't there some sort of yearning for the unexpected? Isn't that what makes love and emotion so special? Do you want to be in love with an automaton that has these predisposed responses that you would expect?
I mean, I
It
would
sounds
fuck a
boring.
robot.
But I mean for an emotional
Yeah,
connection, Candy.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like if you like, nothing seems sadder more than just like and then Jessica looked me in the eyes and I knew what she was gonna say because she was pre-programmed by me to say that. I would
Yeah.
just look at that person and go like, ugh, icky.
How did we get to this topic again?
I don't fucking know. We were talking about like tall people and
Oh yeah, the tall
you're
blonde
on
girl
your,
that was really hot.
yeah, you,
Sometimes I will like back when back we were still in school, I will like uh we will get like outside, right? And I will sit I will sit with my head my head on her boobies, and she will read to me. It was very nice.
oh, she's that lady. Now I remember her from the stories. All right.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I miss putting my head on a girl's boobies and having her read a book to me.
I had a lap pillow once. That was pretty nice until my neck started hurting. It was like, eh.
Yeah, we're getting old.
No, this was when I was in high school.
I cannot sleep on my desk anymore because when I wake up, I cannot move my neck.
Ugh. I was talking about me in high school. I was just like, because it's an awkward sleeping position. What do you? I'm I'm not going out and getting lap pillows lately.
No,
I feel like it's a,
back when I was in high school, I could sleep on like anywhere. Like
yeah.
people like then told me I slept like a drunk person.
You know, when you get older, like your sleep cycle gets just messed up, and I hate it.
No, but like I mean like I slept like a drunk person in the sense that like I would fall asleep like sitting on like the
Anywhere.
middle of a field,
Yeah, yeah, no, I
like
get you.
hanging
I
from a
get you.
window.
Well, I also just miss like the younger years where like you could get away with less sleep.
Yeah,
Because like your body just, I mean, like it makes sense now. Your body has tanked that for so long that it can't do it anymore. But it's just like, yeah. You know what? We haven't talked about our weeks, and you know what? Also, Candy.
yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe my brain chemicals just splurted out, but I want to tell you that I appreciate you.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
you.
I love you.
Yeah. Okay. I love you too, buddy. All right. And for any of those hearing, Candy and I like ribbing each other, especially me to her. But I genuinely do love her, and I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we'll go on with our weeks. Um, So I have a lot on my week. I'm doing this mostly. I know we usually like to tangent. I'm doing this mostly because I want to give us like an hour and a half because you played a lot of Hades 2. I'm gonna just ask you quickly because I'll go first because I played Hades 1, right? Did you finish Hades 2?
Not yet. We made some
Okay.
good progress, but I haven't finished
Okay.
like either side.
All right. So my week, I'll go not necessarily by order, but just by shortest things to the most. The thing I did most recently that was the shortest is I played Skull the Hero Slayer, which is a Metroidvania roguelike, and it has some really nice sprite art. I just can't like it. I played about almost 2 hours of it. I beat like the first two bosses, and the hits aren't weighty. It has a neat mechanic where you're a skeleton grunt. For the demon lord, the demon king has been like kidnapped by the first hero, so it's an inverse, right? You know, you're the usual villain faction, but like, the humans are like taking over like tree ants and all the ogres and all the monster classes to turn and on each other, and now the humans are doing subjugation, which obviously, right, like they're the villains.
Yeah.
And you play this little skeleton grunt, and his power is that he can replace his skull with the skulls of other warriors and class types, and then he gains their powers. And each one has like a unique power. And there's like 100 skulls because this game got a lot of updates.
Yeah.
The last one I played, he had the Ghost Rider skull, which is really OP. Um, yeah, like I wish I could like it more. The combat's just a little stale from what I have. Even with the classes, like it isn't a fast paced enough for me to be interested. The hits don't feel as weighty as something like Dead Cells or anything like that. Ironically, I think it got a collab into Dead Cells. But
I feel like everything did.
yeah. 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 I mean Dead Cells has been around for like 14 years. No. A little less than that.
Please don't
Like,
tell.
yeah.
Please don't say that.
Yeah, no. I'm probably way over exaggerating.
Because I remember when the game came out.
Yeah, okay, I doubled the time. It's 2018. It's 2018. Yeah,
So 8 years. That's still not good.
yeah, I wish I could like it more, but like I played 2 hours in and I was just like it's not necessarily hard. It's just like the enemy types aren't particularly interesting even when you beat the first boss, the second one, like the second set of them, they're more remixed of the first. So the bosses are really the differentiation, and your hits don't feel weighty. Its distribution of its powers is just like there's too many variable sets. You either get skulls or you get like stat modifiers. You do get permanent upgrades, but like it's not really engaging. It's not hard per se. So I wish I could like Skull Hero Slayer, but honestly, I don't see myself in like putting more time for this. So it's off my backlog list. Um, the other thing I did is I watched a movie with my dad in the theaters, and that was One Battle After Another, which is one with Sean Penn and DiCaprio. And
I think I have heard stuff about that movie.
yeah, people were like glazing it as like the best movie they've ever seen and stuff, and my dad was really hyped for it, and I was kind of like my dad is a big movie buff and like old movie buff, and he's the one who got me into film, so like I was like, all right, sure. We haven't had like a bonding session like that, so we watched it, and movie's fine. It's like a 7 to 8 out of 10. Me and him both walked out going like it was definitely overhyped. Like we went at 10 p.m. and the movie's like 2.5 hours. It's just like
I feel like
that's
movies
a
are
long
too long
time.
nowadays.
Yeah, and also like the reason why I'm kind of skimming over the plot is the plot is kind of like minimal yet also trying to execute too much. Like there's a lot of commentary that's going on that's interesting per se that you can like bring to the current day, like the authoritarian like government, rebel forces, obviously clear like parallels to ICE and the forcing of like immigration, white supremacy and stuff like that. But it's told through a MacGuffin story. And MacGuffins tend to need like a character focus. And the characters themselves are like, other than like the main protag DiCaprio and Sean Penn, the others kind of fall flat in being relatively interesting. It's like the storytelling with a lot of those modern movies where like they try to do minimal execution.
Yeah.
But like, and so like I feel like as soon as I finish watching it, it's like I feel like I've had this vibe with 20 other movies that try to emulate the old days. And it's just like it doesn't feel unique to me. It's not bad. There's some interesting cinematography choices. it's like a perfect movie to be like, oh, is it on TV or something? Yeah, I guess I could watch it to kill the time, but I wouldn't have went out of my way to watch it. My dad was just very much the same on it. Some funny scenes. There's a there's a scene where Sean Penn's character walks up to DiCaprio's character while he's buying baby supplies and goes like, "Do you like black girls?
Huh?
I love them." And the camera
What's the
zooms to
context for
DiCaprio, and the camera like pans to DiCaprio's face in utter horror. where he's just like, "Sir, why have you walked up to me without any context?"
Wait, let me see if I can find the picture.
He's just like, "Excuse me, sir? I just met you."
It's like, was it like this? I'm just picturing it like. Wait, I'm going to edit a meme real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to edit a meme. I'm going to edit a meme real quick in M's Paint because I am an elite.
It was so funny. That scene is pretty funny.
So what he has like, do you like black women?
Yeah, because he's just like, "Do you like black girls?" I love them. It's like, and then the camera just goes back to DiCaprio as he's looking. Is like, "What? Why is this crazy man approaching me?"
How's that how is that related to baby supplies?
Because DiCaprio. Oh, I'm not gonna go too much into the plot. DiCaprio is buying baby supplies for an interracial baby. The man who approaches him is aware that it is an interracial baby because he mayhaps be the father of said interracial baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he did love a black woman once.
He did. The movie is okay.
But was it woke? Was the movie woke?
It tries to be well, you know what? It doesn't try to. It doesn't really try to be woke outright. I think there's one moment where he's just like, "Oh, which friend is that one?" Is like, because he's like legit like out of touch. He's like, I just want to know what their pronouns are, honey. I don't know if they're non-binary or." He's like, "It's they them, dad." He's like, "Okay." Like, "Is that the one asking you out?" He's like, "No, it's Jeff." He's like, "All right, Jeff, you come here. I will kill you if you touch my daughter."
Why stop doing that? MS Paint confuses me sometimes.
There is a part where early on, by the way, the parents of the interracial baby, like the biological ones, are both terrible deadbeats. The mother,
I feel like that is like his defining characteristic. This baby is interracial.
It's part of the plot, yeah.
Okay, I did a meme.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. I love him.
And Silent shows up like, "I'm here to see Candy getting cancelled without context for what is on screen right now."
So
like this
yeah,
looks very well without context.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I know. Hold on.
I'm just going to put it in the corner here.
So, in the movie One Battle After Another, the mother, she's black, and she starts off the movie as being a rebel leader, and she gets postpartum and becomes a deadbeat, and when her husband calls her rightfully out on it, she starts spewing like pretentious nonsense and just justifies her being a deadbeat and leaves for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. She literally says shit just like, "I'm not here to go into your template or your fantasy." It's like, one, bitch, you have him raising a baby that's not his. Two, you kept the baby. Three, you're abandoning the baby and he's calling you out on it.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this? Like, how are you spinning this to make you the tragic hero? Don't play that shit. And she legit by the end of it goes, I've always just looked out for myself. He's like, okay, cool. As long as you just said that first. You don't have to pretend like it's the revolution that's calling you. If you're just a deadbeat, just be a deadbeat.
Yeah, just admit you're a shitty person.
Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, okay, this is spoilers from it. The daughter finds a letter up from her going, I think about you every day, and I know one day you'll find me. I hope you're changing the world like I did. It's like, bitch, no. You do not get this. You do not get a letter as your redemptive story. No. Absolutely not. I am usually a person who is fine with a redemption arc, but you know what a redemption arc needs? You know what a redemption arc needs? Well, that's because you and I agree that a lot of them don't tend to be executed well.
Yeah.
You know what they need? They need the character to actually grapple with horrible guilt and then make attempts to better themselves.
Yeah, like what a redemption arc needs? An actual redemption.
Yeah, like it's human. The idea to go, I've made a mistake, I must internalize this, and then like the battle within oneself and understanding the weight of your actions and then fighting to become a better person despite the fact that you may never be forgiven or may never have the same thing, but still doing it anyway for the principle is something extremely commendable. And I think it's a very beautiful idea of what humanity can be. But when it's, oh, I wrote you a letter.
Took a lot of effort. You know how hard writing is nowadays?
I'm gonna go and find that bitch in Colombia and slap her. Not you, the rebel leader mom. Well, you might be up on the list too.
Hey, I think we have already accepted that I'm irredeemable. We are not trying to do a redemption arc for me.
I haven't given up on you yet for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, just she. Oh.
Actually, I think I'm going to get this off screen now.
That was the one part of the movie that I actually went like, you could have just not had it, because like the thing is, like, to make the character relatable, some deadbeats just never acknowledge it, and you go and you kind of just deal with it and you grow on your own, right? But it's like this bizarre thing of adding validation to her daughter's life, and in turn her daughter becomes like a rebel. She starts like joining protests and stuff. It's like, why are you taking influence from the woman who didn't even stay for raising you? Also, Candy, that is the second worst thing she did, or comparably the first worst thing that she did, because, again, spoilers for one battle after another. Mute me for about like 30 seconds. When she abandons her baby, she makes a deal with the police so that she can get immunity and safety, because she's caught, because she's stupid, that she will sell out all of her friends.
Oh, wow.
In the rebel union.
A snitch.
And she takes it, and many of them die.
Who could have seen that happening?
And then she leaves for Mexico.
Seen that coming?
She leaves for Mexico, and literally her daughter like goes like, my mom's a rat, and it's like, yeah, she's a rat. Like, even her sister, her mom's biological sister went like, yeah, your mom's a rat.
Yeah, your mom's a fucking rat. Nobody likes her.
And so getting the letter at the end of it for this deadbeat rat, and then somehow her influencing you, is stupid. I just think it's really dumb.
Yeah.
You always mute me, sign. Oh, come on, don't be tsundere.
The chat is very soon sometimes.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah, whatever. This movie is whatever. It should not have been 2.5 hours. There's some great cinematography choices just because, but like it's not all cracked up to be. There are also some parts where like it's questionable as to why certain events occurred. And honestly, this is the problem with like overhype, is like in the film industry, I feel like critics themselves are very up their own asses. They get that rep. But it's like when they go, it's 10 out of 10, and then the general audience goes like, it's okay. And I'm sure the backlash is just going to be like, it was just above you. You didn't get it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's a part of me not necessarily getting it. I just feel like this was trying to do, like this brought up a lot of interesting discussion points, but then decided to do a character story.
Why did you
So,
talk with an accent there? You were starting to get like a little cowboy in there.
cowboy.
Yeah, you were going a little bit cowboy with that accent in there.
Well, I might be a Texan, is what I'd be saying. From the mean streets of the South.
What's
But
the
no,
what's the Texas of Canada? Would you say?
oh, probably one of the prairies. No,
Hmm.
because farm boys. I guess people. Yeah, it would be one. It would be one of the prairies, like Alberta.
Uh, It sounds a little bit like Alabama. Maybe they're like the Alabama of Texas. The Alabama
I
of
hope not.
Canada, I mean.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Sweet Home. I actually never heard that song. I know the meme.
Sweet home Alberta.
I have never heard that song.
Coming home.
Like not even that beat.
I thought Alberta was the Alabama of Canada. Hey, we can insult it. I'm not from Alberta. Thank God. Being in the prairies is a pretty rough time because the winters are absolutely the worst over there.
Isn't most of Canada not really inhabitable?
Well, yeah, because most of us live on the bordering line to America because that's like the most ideal in terms of temperature. But as you go north, it's just bad. Like not many people are living in the like Northwest Territories and the Yukon for vibes. They're doing it because of work.
I mean, there has to be someone who is like, I vibe with this. I like this.
I'm sure isolationists probably. Also, I think like because we're technically connected to the North Pole, it's like polar bears do show up in the Northwest Territories in the Yukon.
Babies.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'd love to hold you, but yeah.
yeah. I know the polar bears are like actually the most dangerous ones.
Yeah, because they'll chase after you for days. They do not care. They need that kill.
That seems inefficient.
Yeah, they're like the weird ones. They're like bizarrely like hyper fixated when they find a target. It could be because of the fact like the North Pole sucks.
Yeah.
And you kind of need to make sure you secure a kill. So
And then like on the other side of the world, every now and then the south of Argentina gets invaded by penguins.
They're attacking us at all sides. But like yeah, also
No,
like
that's actually a thing that happens every now and then. A city on like the south of Argentina.
I'm not doubting you. Yeah.
They just get like an avalanche of penguins and they take over the city, and they're actually very aggressive.
Oh. But like yeah,
they're penguins. You can just kick them. They cannot do anything about that.
Well, whereas with polar bears, it's like yeah. Okay, so in Antarctica, they traded one polar bear for 1,000 penguins. It's like the gorilla question all over again.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight one polar bear or 100 penguins?
Actually, that's a good question. How many penguins do you think it will take to kill a polar bear?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, if you got them angry somehow, like, and all of them started attacking, how many of them will die before the polar bear gets it?
Well, it's not like a human where like humans have like resilient strength or anything. I feel like this would have to be an aquatic situation where they could do like peck and swim tactics or something because they'd be marginally faster. No.
Yeah. Maybe they can they can slide away. Whee!
Yeah, because like I think like a polar bear could at least like body like 20 to 30.
Yeah. Probably a good meal too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it would be having trouble. Eventually, it would lose its stamina, but like.
But like I'm just thinking like can a penguin even like penetrate the hide of a polar bear?
That's true too. Well, I suppose like if like 100 were going at it at once, inevitably, but like it's really, they're not that tall either.
I guess it also depends on the like species of penguin.
Also, like polar bears in Canada, have been just like polar bears that come to Canada, eventually like breed with grizzly bears and make roller bears.
That's a very funny name.
Well, second.
That's a very funny name. Crawler bears? Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know. I legitimately have never heard that song. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't like country.
I'm back. All right, so yeah, no, growler bears are like, I think they might even be bigger than polar bears, but they're like a grizzly polar bear hybrid.
That's such a lame fucking name. But what is the alternative? Priestley? Yeah, that sounds like shit too.
Well, yeah, because like the hybrid theory is you always mash the names together, right? Because we can't really get we can't get anything as cool as the Liger, because that's like way too cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, growler bear's pretty bad.
Crawler bear, like what? But like, what would be the alternative? Like,
Pisley.
Priestley? Priestley?
It's the Pisley bear. That just sounds like it pisses. Look at the Pisley bear, then it murders you rapidly.
Oh, really? Like, I didn't know the Alabama song was by the Freebird people.
Freebird. All right. Okay. Right, the week. That was the movie. Skull Hero Slayer is kind of mid for me. Now on to Hades. I finished Hades finally. I did everything. I got all the achievos. I reunited my family. And oh, there's one thing I didn't do. I didn't do the final like heat run things because of the cumulative aspect to it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. After I finished it, it's a great game. Got the polycule for Than and Meg. Got more heartbroken over Medusa than I thought I would.
Yeah. Poor Medusa. I love her.
So like I was gonna do an Extreme Measures 4 run, and I tend to record footage for certain games. I didn't want to record all of Hades because that would be way too much in terms of storage. So I decided, okay, I'll just do the Extreme Measures 4 run. And for those who don't know, Extreme Measures 4 or Extreme Measures in general is you get an alternative version of the boss that's slightly more difficult that you scale up. And from 1, it scales the first boss. When you do Extreme Measures 2, it scales the second boss, then 3, third boss, and then 4th, the final boss, which is your Papa Hades. So, I did Extreme Measures 4, and then I was like, okay, when I record this footage, I do want to show off like some of the different weapons. How do I go about this? So I checked up mods, and there's this really good mod, and it's one of those mods that I wish I downloaded at the start of the game, and it's called Pony's Quality of Life mod. And I know Pony, but yeah. So would you like to know what Pony's Quality of Life mod does, Candy?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a really good mod. So it does this thing where it shows the boon list, and it improves the boon list by showing incompatibilities and hidden requirements. Adds a boon list to the data list hammer on your UI, so you can actually scroll through what the boons for the data list hammers are going to be. It also you can bulk buy from the broker now, right?
Yeah.
You can reset on the Pact of Punishment. You also don't have to pause the game or hit the slide menu to check the chamber number. The chamber number will always be on the top right.
Mm-hmm.
It gives numbers for the boss health. And here's the most important part. After each boss fight, it lets you swap out weapons.
Oh.
On the condition, and this is how it keeps it balanced, if you swap out a weapon, you lose all the respected dataless hammers for it. Because, of course, it doesn't give you 2 free dataless hammers. You swap in a new weapon.
Yeah.
And so I went, yeah, I can use that mod. Because that makes this infinitely more interesting. And it's also kind of a thing where I'm like, I wish the original game just had that.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like maybe like would be fun for like replaying that game.
Yeah. Also, and here's the other thing for the quality of life mod. Remember the heat thing? You can do it in one fell swoop now.
Oh.
So instead of doing 1 heat, 2 heat, 3 heat, 4, you can just go like, okay, load it up with 10. I get all the rewards in one go.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's an incredible mod. It's called Pony's Quality of Life. I highly recommend this mod if you are starting Hades or if you want to go back to Hades. It's in the name. It doesn't necessarily make it easier at all. It just gives you more options and it just makes things super super nice just looking at it. I think it also has optional mods that you can look into. Like you have to do manual. So I think one manual one is you can force story spawn spots. Like you can force spawn like you put a toggle mode in the beginning. Is like, okay, do you want Sisyphus, Eurydice, and um Patroclus to spawn in this
Yeah.
run? Yeah. So which can save time for the end game when you're grinding for the S-links. But by it was one of those mods where again I installed it and I went, I should have downloaded this way earlier. I could
Like
have
100
saved so
hours ago.
much time. I could have saved so much hours. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh whatever. I think there are also other mods on Nexus Mod that can actually that can make the grinding way more palpable. Like there's one that scales um there's one that scales resources based on the amount of heat that you're putting on a run.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about like having to do like because like that's the other thing we've talked about Hades being grindy is like Hades like it doesn't scale up resources that well. There are a few upgrades, but like you're still getting like maybe 30 gems a piece per certain rooms. And this is like,
Yeah.
no, if you up the difficulty, you're allowed to have higher rewards. I'm like, yeah, bet.
Yeah,
And
that
then
sounds
there's just one
reasonable.
that's just like, yeah, then there are just others that are just like, oh, just generate the items. And like, yeah, okay, whatever. But like, I did the Extreme Measures 4 mod. Not the more 4 mod. The Pony Quality of Life
Pony
mod.
Life.
Yeah,
I don't like
Pony
that
Life.
website.
Completely different game. Yeah, it's completely different. Pony Quality of Life mod for the Extreme Measures 4 run. And I made sure to... I couldn't get Charon in that run, I think. So I had to, like, do another run to fight Charon. Yeah, it was really fun. I got to use the Blade of Arthur. The Stygian Blade is still kind of, like, not the... It's really low on the tier. Um... I fought the Hydra with the base Exegriff. I don't like any of the modded versions of Exegriff. Like even Lucifer, I wasn't too fond of. Um, I fought Theseus.
You ever think about the fact that there's an
Serious.
hexaglyph that is Lucifer indicates the fact that
Yeah.
Jesus canonically exists in this universe?
Yeah, like which is weird because it's very big on the monotheism versus paganism, but we'll get there one day. One day we'll learn. But like, then I fought
So
Theseus and
Do you
Asterius with
think
the spear.
Jesus from the Hades universe would also be hot?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, absolutely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Theseus and
Sorry,
Asterius,
Jesus.
with the with the spear, and then the final one for Hades, Extreme 4, that trivializes that boss fight because it is a difficult boss fight. Otherwise, I've been told is just use the Beowulf shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your dad's entire thing is I'm going to slash and poke you, and if you just bring the shield up, he's like, it's like, uh-oh, there goes your entire kit, papa.
Sorry, Papa.
And my boons in that run were Ares, Artemis for some crit, Athena, so it was just War God special, and I think Poseidon for his call. And I was bummed out I couldn't get Demeter, and beat Hades with his mother-in-law, but I did the next best thing.
I think I did
And
beat him with Demeter once.
Yeah, I beat him with Demeter once, but like I meant for the final run. But like I got the next best thing, Candy, which is you know the summons in the game that you can use off of your trinkets,
Yeah.
the ones they give you from your friendships. So I used Anton. So in the final hour, I called upon the power of my stepdad, and Achilles came up and he's like, "The boy and I went fishing yesterday. He accidentally called me dad. It was quite endearing." Meanwhile, Hades, this damage is immeasurable.
It's like, he calls you that instead? Oh no.
But that wasn't the killing blow. Patroclus shows up. He's like, wait, he has 2 dads? Son, which rank? You're third. Oh.
Oh, poor Hades.
Other dad calls me stranger, and I like him more than you.
Other dad wants to kill himself, and I like him more than you.
I like him more than you did. But yeah, it was a fun run. I got to take a. I also captured like the final version of like the House of Hades that I got after decorating it, which is also one of the things. Is like where yeah, you should probably do the resource scale mod if you care about like the aesthetics of the House of Hades, because they'll end up telling up quite a lot. Um, great game. Great game. It becomes like a little bit sad when you start running through everyone's dialogue and they don't really have anything new to say in this game where it feels like they have so much to say.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I finally finished it. I'll get to Hades 2 probably in December because I think they already released a balance patch afterwards, and I don't think they're planning to do any major updates after that. So yeah. I'll segue it to you on Hades 2.
Okay. So yeah, okay. No, but like, before I get into Hades 2, let me just like go over like the other things on my week real quick.
Sure.
I started studying. Like it already started. Like the course, the bachelor's degree I'm doing, it already started, and I hate doing homework. It's so boring.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
But I guess like the good thing is I realized that like for this introductory thing, for this introductory phase, I can actually reuse a lot of homework I did for another course I did like a few years ago.
Let's go.
So I'm just reusing homework for now.
Don't say that out loud. Sometimes they get strict with it.
They're never gonna find me, Nick. They don't know. They think I'm normal. They don't know I'm a VTuber.
Miss Candice Panicking. I see that you have a VTuber. We've cross-referenced. That's not me. That's not me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what do you say? A VTuber? Where is that?
I don't know what a VTuber is. Like is like virtual bathing. I don't understand. Okay.
Yeah, virtual baiting. Have they invented dry baiting yet? I don't like using water when I'm baiting. It annoys me. I hate water.
Can't you just be an amateur baiting? Can't you just amateur bait? Why do you have to be a master? These are the questions that haunt me.
Because I like being good at everything I do.
Oh wow, look at Mrs. Overachiever here.
No, yeah.
I've never given myself a passing grade.
So yeah, I started studying. There was also like this week on Friday. You know how like the art piece I showed you the other day. I submitted it to an art contest.
Yeah, good.
There was like this week was the reaction to that. The winner hasn't been announced yet. And there was some really good one. So I don't think I'm winning anything, but that's okay.
Because it's still really good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to say because like it seems like the VTuber, because this was like for a specific VTuber and it seems she really like it. So I'm happy.
I'm glad. It was a really good piece. You blew us all away.
Yeah. And it wasn't trading card art. This time.
Is that good? Yeah.
Okay, so Hades 2. Just like to verify one last time, how much spoiler are you okay with?
Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it was for Lena. Silent. It was for Lena. You can find it. You can find the piece on my Twitter if you manage to like dig through like my thirst tweeting. You can find the art piece eventually.
I guess like overarching plot, save it. I'll want to do a formulative on it because I had one friend who said she didn't like the ending, which is very interesting. I didn't go for that. But like if it's other stuff like character dialogue, I don't care. Like go for it.
Okay, so like first of all, like yeah, like there's no way they're making like another game on this in this like specific like pantheon. Yeah, there's no way they're doing another one. Because of the way this is escalating, there's absolutely no fucking way they're making another one. Like it is escalating like really hard. Like one day you just go to like chaos, like the chaos dimension, and you talk to chaos. And Chaos is like, yeah, Kronos came to me and asked me where the fates are, and I told him because I was curious. So he has them now.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
And then like you know how like I was talking about like the other day I was talking like you have like your normal runs like going down, but you also have to like go up, and that is like a completely different like set of like environments and chambers and enemies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the final area, the final two areas on that are like the slopes of Olympus and the peak of Olympus.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if like you're already like fighting through that, like there's not really anywhere else you can go. like
True.
like you're going to Tartarus down
True.
below and to Olympus up high. Like you're not going anywhere else.
There's not really any place other than like the primordial realm, and technically you visit it whenever you visit Chaos.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's funny when you talk to Chaos and you explain to Chaos like, ooh, that was actually really bad that you told Kronos where the fates are. Chaos is like, I may be stupid.
Yeah, because I would imagine does Chaos say something along the lines of just like I've never been lied to before or
Yeah,
something?
basically. I'm not familiar with deceit. Is what they say.
Oh, Chaos, you innocent being.
Yeah. But I just like imagining it as like Chaos
know.
going ghetto, I'm upid.
Etoble.
I'm upid.
I'm upid. Meanwhile, they say that as they are burning Melano.
Yeah. Eris is so fucking annoying. I hate her. I hate her ass. I fucking hate her. She's like a fucking like annoying teenager. She's like the worst kind of like and like annoying teenagers are the worst possible kind of like human.
That is true.
And also she's one of the bosses.
I was told like she just come like down her route it goes the misunderstood route.
I don't know.
So
I haven't given her anything. I gave her
here's the thing.
one.
I just don't know how that romance thing is. I don't think they can do the polycule because they're all siblings.
I don't think they care.
Which make oh they care enough. Because they go out of their way to make Demeter repeatedly say like a foster brother Zeus, foster brother Hades. Hades is extremely anti-biological incest. Now legal. They're like, well, yes, foster brother Hades did marry his foster niece, but you know.
Yeah. But I don't know. I gave her one nectar to get her keepsake, but I haven't given her anything else, so I don't know how her route goes because I hate her, so I don't want to do that yet.
Fair.
I want to kill her enough
like,
times to feel good about that.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, like, I think the problem is also just like there are so many romance options by comparison. Yeah.
No, and another thing is like, she's one of the bosses and she's using like the adamant rail, Exagriff.
Yeah, because Exagriff has one of her essences.
Aspects.
Yeah. Aspects, yes. You can use her aspect literally. You can also use Nemesis aspect too.
Yeah. And it's one of her aspects. No, I mean she's using Exagriff. And it's very actually easy to dodge her as long as you're not stupid. But she has a lot of HP. So you get frustrated about that and you start making mistakes.
I still think just Exagriff's like best version is probably its base because like it's most upgraded. You get 24 rounds.
Yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and it's really cool like the way they are incorporating like the aspects of like the weapons from the last game and like the characters of the last game as because like for example like you know how I was explaining to you that like one of the weapons is like a giant axe that is very slow to like wield.
Yeah.
The aspect that makes it faster is the aspect of Thanatos, and it's actually just like the same sight he was using on like the first game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and when I was like going through Olympus, I run into like the mini boss for the first time, and the mini boss is Talos, and he has the same like magnetic like attack as Malphon does with like the aspect of Talos.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
there are like
callback.
And just like there's a lot of like little references to like the first game that are like very smart and very clever, and you go like the thing.
That's cool. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's really nice. There's also like a very, very like. There's a very, 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 very attractive witch. Let me put her on screen. And she's on your side, but she's also kind of evil. So that you know, like she hits like my points.
I'm curious now.
I need to oil my fans. Jesus Christ, they're making weird noises. Look at her.
Oh, she's bae.
Yeah. And she's a witch. She's like one of you, because like the thing is about the game is like you are a witch. Hecate is a witch, and she's like one of you, but she lives on the surface. Oh, I love her, and she's like kind of fucked up. And you know how I feel about women who are kind of fucked up. I love women who are kind of fucked up. Prometheus can suck my dick. I hate him. His boss fight is super annoying.
I just knew he got a glow up. His design's pretty good.
Yeah, his boss fight is super annoying because like the thing is like he's like on the side of Kronos, so he's like the final boss of the like Olympus area.
I could see why. I could honestly see why the guy who might have a bit of a vendetta with Zeus and is also a Titan would.
Yeah, mayhaps. Mayhaps he may have a reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mayhaps Greek mythology is more morally great than you will think. Because they're all kind of evil in their own way.
Well, I mean, Prometheus' whole shtick is he like decides to give like the humans, I can't remember. He decides to give the humans like, what was it?
Fire?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like so out of it. And then the way it went, I forget how like the sequence of events went, but like other than, oh right, because Zeus I think was punishing them because humans had tricked him. I have to remember all of this chronology, but I'm not entirely sure. Zeus was upset at the humans because he gave them a calf and went, okay, sacrifice all the delicious meat, and we gods will always take that as whatever you sacrifice, we will always take it as the sacrifice. So the humans wanted the delicious meat for themselves, so they just separated all the ooey gooey fat bits and disgusting cartilage and went like, okay, let's pretend like it's meat and then offer it to him. And then Zeus was really pissed at it because they had essentially given him the world's shittiest leftovers. And then he punished them, and then I think like Prometheus is like, nah, they cool. And he gave him fire, and then Zeus did the thing of just like, oh, let me stick him to a stick and make a vulture eat his liver over and over.
Yeah, and the thing is like
that's my recollection. I'm sure I'll correct myself next week or something.
The thing is that in his fight, he's fighting alongside the bird. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, if I was you, I would not befriend the bird. Like I feel like I would not be able to befriend the bird. But good for you that you did, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
this vulture had a redemption arc.
Yeah. And he got the car. Yeah, because like, hey, hi Kila. He mentioned that he got the car because he mentioned that he was like grinding a car on GTA, like receiving his daily rolls to get a free car. So he got the car.
Okay.
Whee.
Good.
Did you miss anything? Nothing. We were just shit talking Xbox for like an hour.
True.
No, but yeah, because like, so chaos is very stupid. We have already explained. I already like told you. I already showed you like how hot like Hera is, right?
Yeah.
Like she's very, very hot. But I'm just going to put her on screen just in case because oh my god, this woman. It's like Zeus is like fumbling, you know?
Oh, you already showed me. Yeah.
Like he's fumbling a body. Look at her.
Yeah, she a bad one.
He's
like the youngest sister between her, Hestia, and Demeter too.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how this works, how her hair works. Like it's like going up on the hat, right? And like things like flowing like a fountain, I think. I'm trying to figure out how the hair works. I don't know. Boobies? Lex. She's very, very hot. I love her. But she's probably not romanceable. I haven't checked, but you probably cannot romance her.
Well, no, probably not. Otherwise, you'd get like the wrath of Zeus every run.
That'd be funny though.
It would be pretty funny.
Like if you romance her, you enable like hard mode, and you have to like be running away from like lightning bolts the entire time.
Lightning, yeah, exactly. Like just treat it like whenever you turn down Zeus's offering.
Yeah, whenever you get the doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one was I did that to Poseidon only because I had his call and I wanted the trophy. So I used his greater call, and then as soon as you use a god's greater call in the very punishment they're trying to bestow you, they get upset in the dialogue. Because I rejected Poseidon, but I used his greater call in his own trial, and he went, "You little nut!" And then after that, when you win and you do it, he's like, "Oh, I don't even know what I was mad about. I just saw you fight, and it was pretty damn good." All right, carry on, nephew.
I love how to speak. I love Poseidon's character in this game because, like, you know how he's like super like optimistic and like energetic on the first one.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep that up, but because of the way he speaks, like the way he words some of the stuff, you can see that he's like breaking apart, and just like trying to keep the facade of like yeah, let's go.
I'm the fun uncle.
Let's go, nephew.
Fun uncle. I miss my family.
And also I forgot that like because like it has always like been weird to me how many like weird secondaries like Greek gods have, you know, like the way Poseidon is the god of the sea and horses, but also like earthquakes.
Yeah.
There's a part where like they're trying to explain to you how in how much trouble they are, and they're like, yeah, we've been having those like really weird earthquakes lately, and we asked Poseidon, and he just went, I don't know, not me. So we're probably fucked. We're probably fucked because he didn't do it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and then you get to the peak of Mount Olympus, and you realize that it is like infected. There's like there is like tentacle plant growing everywhere, and it's filled with monsters. And he's like, how did it get so bad that like the peak is like this, right?
Yeah.
And like I was wondering because like I was wondering what the conditions for unlocking her were, because I hadn't gotten any boon from Athena. Like I haven't seen her yet.
Yeah.
But I put two and two together, and I was just awesome because like they're talking about like Kronos is like also like besieging Olympus. Like he took over Hades, he took over like the underground and is now besieging Olympus. So I just assumed that like her and Ares, which is the other one I haven't seen yet, they're just busy, like on the front line. Because it will make sense. It makes sense that those are the two they will send to like be the front line on the fight.
Yeah, valid.
And it turns out I'm correct because I go to like Olympus and I was like fighting on a chamber, killing the enemies, and then all of a sudden like the room turns yellow, everything dies, and I hear divine intervention, and she just like lands, and it's like, oh, she's like here physically.
That's pretty dope.
I know, like she's here physically. That's cool. Like you actually get to meet her like physically, like in the same room. It's like, oh, that's you, that's her. She looks really cool. She's on her battle garments and everything, and she looks really cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, she's really quite awesome. And she has like extra boons. She has like some extra like offensive boons. Like you still have like the counter boons, but you also get like extra offensive boons. Let me see if I can find a picture of how she looks now. Yeah, there he is. She's like fully like battle ready. So I'm wondering how Hades looks, how Ares I mean looks, because I haven't meet him yet. I still haven't met him yet. I'm assuming he's like on the peak or something like that.
I mean, his boons were generally good, like doomed to being a secondary like mirror effect of damage.
Yeah, look at
pretty
she
good.
looks really cool now.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, because like he's like fully like because she's in the front line, so she's like on her full like battle garments now.
Oh, she's got Aegis now.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, you don't have it, so maybe it is like her.
Well, yeah, it has to be because she inherits Aegis and it has like the Medusa on the cover.
Yeah. And
And
you know,
she
like
even
the other
comments
weapons
that
are
she
around.
wants Aegis and yeah, she even comments that she wants Aegis in Hades 1.
Like the other weapons are around. Like you know how like Ares has Exagriff.
Yeah.
But I think like I think Artemis has her own bow. I don't think that's Coronact. I think she has her own. Because Artemis is another one of the ones you can like meet physically. And every now and then she comes to the hideout and you can sing with her. It's really cute. I love her. She's adorable. Like I was like playing the first one. I like Meg, but I was so sad that you couldn't romance Artemis. I was so bummed out.
Well, she's
Ow.
your cousin.
Jesus Christ. Did you hear that? That was fireworks. It was very close.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Yeah, Artemis is your cousin. I mean, you can't romance her. She literally calls you little sister, if I remember right.
I think.
Yeah, because she's Zeus's kid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, it's also like weird, like when yeah, like that noise was fireworks, but they were really close. Because I can tell the difference. Because I have heard both. I can tell the difference between gunshots and fireworks.
That's
Uh,
valid.
but yeah, those were fireworks, but they were really close, so they were really loud. And I don't even know what they're celebrating. Like I feel like people around here just like fireworks because they're dumb. I feel like haha the pretty lights. Because they just like every week they just start throwing away fireworks. Like what are you doing? What are you even celebrating? We are not celebrating anything. Today is like the 4th of October is nothing. I don't know what you're doing. I'm also still trying to like because I have tried to like I have tried to like not look at any guides or anything. I'm trying to like discover like everything on the you took my mom you thought my mom was breaking into my room. Nah, she respects my privacy. She only uses the RAM every now and then.
Good old battering ram.
Yeah. Uh so I haven't like looked at any guides or anything, so I still don't know how Ares looks. I haven't seen him how he looks. But I'm assuming he's also like because like the thing is like you remember when I showed you like Aphrodite and she has like the paint he has
Yeah.
like the face the same face paint. I also like actually now that I think about it, I haven't seen Dionysus yet either.
Huh.
I don't know where he is, and I wonder because like panicking mom aggressively firing fireworks at you. Is that how we're going to call her, panicking mom?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
And panicking sis.
Yeah.
The panicking family.
Yeah, actually sounds really nice. Um, but yeah, I haven't seen Dionysus either. And like, because like, yeah, with Athena and Ares, it makes sense. They're like on the front line, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
please don't call my mom mommy. Please don't do that.
Ooh.
No, but yeah, like with Athena and Ares, it makes sense that like they're in the front line, so you can see them. But like, where the fuck is Dionysus? What's he doing? What do you think he's doing?
I've been told he's in a chamber.
Ah,
Like he's like Artemis. I've been told he's like just in chambers.
oh, so he's like a random event.
Yeah, because my friend told me that apparently Zeus kicked him out. So that's why he's in a chamber.
Suski him out. Why? Because we have a war to fight. Can you stop getting drunk in the corner, please?
No, for you want to know the actual thing I heard as to why?
Why?
Zeus is going, hey, Kronos is wrecking our shit in, and he is an evil upon all. And Dionysus is like, I don't know, why don't we just drink with him?
But yeah, that tracks for him.
Yeah, and then Zeus kicked him out.
I was like, it was weird back when like thinking about like the fact that like people are like cousins with each other. Like I've been trying to like keep track of who is like related to who in the game,
Yeah.
and it was weird. It actually took me a while. The first time you meet like Heracles, it took me a while to like remember. Oh, he's my cousin, because he's like the son of Zeus, right? So he's my cousin.
Yeah.
It took me a while to realize that, and then he started calling me sister, but like sarcastically.
But yeah.
Because he's kind of a dick. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, I could see that interpretation. He's usually, well, is he kind of a dick? He's more tragic, but I think he's kind of nice in the Argonauts, but that's not real. People don't really call the Argonauts outright canon because it was made so much later. Like I think during the Hellenistic period. Mm,
Yeah, and like
not Hellenistic. Which one's the fucking Ptolemaic? Maybe. I'll remember which period. But yeah, go ahead.
so yeah, he's like, you can tell he's in a bad mood, but he's still the one of like on your side, it seems.
Okay.
And Icarus is so sad. Like not like sad, like I feel sad for him, but he's just like sad all the time.
Oh yeah, it's Hellenistic. Never mind.
He's
Icarus,
just like sad all
well,
the time.
yeah.
I feel like at some point Icarus is going to ask me if I hate him because that's his energy.
Well, I mean, Icarus kind of gets it extremely rough.
He just starts pouting and being like, "Do you hate me?" Like that's what
Well,
that's what I imagine is going to happen.
Boy had one moment where he decided to have wonderment and whimsy in his life, and he was paid back by falling to his death.
I mean, he's still alive in this one, I think.
What?
I mean, he shows up. Maybe he's a zombie. I don't know.
Like he could be a shade. I mean, Odysseus is there. He's been long dead.
Yeah, but Odysseus never leaves the underground. You meet.
Oh,
you,
so is he's
meet,
up top?
Yeah, you meet Icarus on the surface.
Okay, so I guess they must have like just gone over and went like, nah, Daedalus didn't do that shit. That's wild.
No, and they mentioned his new flying machine is better. So I think the thing happened, and he died, and he got better.
But okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I also like how Hephaestus comments on your weapons, because they're like made of silver. So he comments on like I every now and then he comments like I didn't expect like silver to be useful for weapons, but if it works, I guess. And there's a weapon that is just like a skull that fires skulls, which is really cool. Like it looks like a cranium, right? Like a skull, but it's a gun, and the ammunition is other skulls. And when you like get a boon from Hephaestus, like with that weapon equipped, he's like, "What the fuck is that a cranium? Why are you using a cranium as a weapon? Like, does it actually even work?" He's very sassy. He's another one who's like on a very bad mood all the time, for some reason. But like him and Hestia are like always in like a bad mood. So I think that's just them. Yeah, and Icarus every now and then, like the thing about like Icarus is that he's like a bomber plane. Like when he shows up,
That's
like you're
cool.
fighting on a chamber, and when he shows up, you still see he just starts like doing bombing runs. I did I already give him a gift? I don't think I have given him any gifts. I need to check that. What was I going to say? Is what I'm trying to remember. Because a lot of stuff, like I actually made a lot of progress. So I got like to almost the end. I got to the second phase of Kronos, and because he does the same thing Hades does, where like you drain his his bar, and then he like refills it and starts like another phase.
Yeah.
I got him to like the second one, the second bar, with the skulls, because like, the skulls are really funny, but they're also like a really good fucking weapon. Like if you start to like upgrade it correctly, you get like and you get like the right boons, you get a lot of damage out of them. And they're very mobile. Their special attack is a dash. Because like the weird thing about the skulls is that they kind of work like the cast used on like Hades 1, where you have like a limited amount of ammunition and you need to like go pick it up after you use it again.
Yeah.
Except like when you do the special, you dash, and all of the ammunition gets like magnetized to you. So you can like so that's like the flow. It's like attacking with the normal, doing the special to magnetize the ammunition, and doing that and that and that. But like the thing is like the special, especially if you charge it, you get like a huge like wave of fire when you dash. And you can also use
That's
it as
pretty.
like a secondary dash, so you can dash and then do
Oh,
the special to like use and to like move again.
how long does the fire stay? Does like anything that walk into it just like
It fires
get
around
damaged?
you. It creates like an area.
Oh, okay, like a blast AoE. Okay.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, that weapon is super powerful, and I got it all the way to like Kronos, and I got to his second phase. But then I misread an attack, and I got like insta killed because like in his second phase, like every attack makes like 70 damage. So I was like, oh, okay, let me not do that.
That's the thing. That's the funny thing about Hades is just like the skew on your health versus any enemy health is like wild because you can be like popping up numbers like 800 and you see like blips getting off of their health and you're like, oh,
I have 70.
yeah, that's
I guess that's the power
oh
of a god.
yeah, I guess that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I get like my Ares shit like level 8 and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing 800 damage and then I'm slashing like Hades with it. I'm like, there are minor blips.
Yeah.
Papa is dangerous.
Yeah. Sorry, Papa.
I'm sorry, Papa. 'Tis but a scratch.
Um. So yeah, I got AI. So because like they're like trying to like do more variation because in Hades one, like to be honest, like most of the thing is just like most of the thing is just like basically like coats of paint, but like the structure of the chamber is always the same.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like extra like environment hazards or whatever, but like the structure of the chambers is like almost always the same. Um, but like, they're trying to like experiment more with that in this one. So for example, if you're going down, the first like set of stairs down is like, I mean, the first environment like going down is like very similar to the way it works on Hades one, right? It's like the same flow of like getting into a small chamber, fighting, getting to like the next one, right?
Yeah.
But then you get to like Oceanus, and that is like bigger environments. You get like way more exits, and then you get to the Fields of Despair, and you get to the Fields of Despair, and instead of like having every chamber being a small chamber with one reward, you get like big ass chambers with like 3 or 4 rewards each, and like really big environments that you have to like explore to find the rewards.
Okay.
And then you get to like the House of Hades, which is like the final area,
Nice.
where you fight Kronos at the end. And the thing is like
Oh, just in the house?
yeah.
Oh, okay, dope.
And the thing is like the way they structured is like you enter and you see like instead of like a boon or anything on the chambers, it's just a number starting from 5 and going down. Every time you enter a new chamber, it goes down, and that is the amount of chambers left to reach Kronos. And the thing is like,
Oh, that's pretty dope.
you don't get any boons. You just like enter, clear the chamber, and move on. You don't get any rewards
Oh,
clearing the chamber.
so it's like the gate when you have to go through the dungeons, right?
Yeah.
For one, yeah, and you have to kill a bunch of the satyrs. It's like you only get the boon at the very end, but in this situation, there's just no boon.
Yeah. But the thing is like, there are every now and then you find a chamber with 2 exits, and one exit is just like again like the number going down, but the other exit like has a boon. But the thing is that every exit with a boon also has a mini boss, like always.
Okay.
So you have to choose. Do I want to just keep going without with what I already have, or do I want to try to get more resources dealing with a mini boss?
I mean that is pretty much like the final part of like Hades, because like you can find the satyr sack relatively fast.
Yeah.
And then you can choose to do all the others before handing it to Cerberus, because when you hand it to Cerberus, all of them are inaccessible by that point. Or you can just go straight to Hades.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Actually, like the only chamber that doesn't have like a mini boss is the chamber where you find Hades himself. Because he's like the help. You know how like every area has like a character that is just like a peaceful room, and he gives you like a gift.
Yeah.
He's the help on this area. He's like the help character in this area, and the witch I show you is like the help area. Is like the help character on like the first area of the surface. So So yeah, you keep going down, and his wounds are and his help is very very useful because he debuffs or like deals damage to like Kronos, like specifically like he doesn't give you any buff any like buffs for like the other chambers, but when you get to Kronos, whatever he has like procs, and there's one that you straight up like takes like a fourth of Kronos' health away.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's useful as hell. Is
yeah,
it just like a true damage like subtract from current max health or like
yeah. I
what
think it's
is
just
it?
like a percentage base. I don't know. No,
Wow,
but
that's
the thing it happens at the start of the fight. So like basically like you start the fight and immediately he gets like that damage done.
oh damn.
So like you start the fight with like a huge chunk of health already gone. And he also has one that makes Kronos spawn less enemies to help him and stuff like that. Because he spawns a lot of enemies with him alongside him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like going up, the first area going up is actually very similar to like the final area on the first one. You have like
Yeah.
you have like a big area with like a lot of chambers connected, and I think there's like 12 exits. But you have to pick 6, and you can only do 6, and then you move on. So like you can like there's something you can buy on what the equivalent to the contractor is that lets you like see the layout of the entire area and like the rewards of like all of the doors. So you can like look at that, pick the 6 you need, and then when you complete the 6 chambers that you chose, you can move on. The second area on the surface is like your own boats, and instead of like going from chamber to chamber, you get into a boat, and you have like multiple fights with multiple rewards inside of that boat. Except you can choose you can choose what the next fight is by like changing the direction of the like steering wheel of the boat, I guess. How is that called?
Mm-hmm. I think they just call it a steering wheel, no?
I mean, it is a wheel for steering, so I'm going to call it a steering wheel. So yeah, like you get into a boat and you have a fight and you get a reward, and then you get 2 reward icons next to the steering wheel, and you have to pick a direction, and then you get into another fight inside of the same boat, and then you do that again like 3 or 4 times, and then you move to like the next boat because you are like infiltrating like Kronos' fleet. So you are like jumping from boat to boat, getting into fights until you can move to the next boat. Then the third area, which is Olympus, is structured similar to like a Hades 1 run, except yeah, just like extra animations or whatever. And the fourth area, I died like the Peak of Olympus, I died really early because they like really rocketing up the difficulty on that area. So I died like really early the one time I managed to get there. But I think like the structure is similar, but the thing is like it's just filled with mini bosses.
So what do you have as a Mirror of Night equivalent? Like for your permanent upgrades?
For your permanent upgrades, you have like I think I call it a meditation altar, where you can like enable or disable like Arcana cards.
Okay.
Because that's the thing, you can buy because you have like a limited amount of like space for the upgrades now, and every upgrade has like a cost, right?
Yeah.
So you unlock them, but then you have to choose which ones you want to equip. And there are some cards.
Oh, it's like the Mirror of Night with dual, right? But like
Yeah.
how much are you talking about in limit? Like how many can you run concurrently? Is it the same amount as the Mirror of Night? Where it's like you can have like 10 active and then you
Yeah.
can swap a certain okay.
Yeah, I think around 10. But the thing is like there are some that again like every upgrade has a cost, ranging from like 1 to 5, I think.
Yeah.
But the thing is like there are also some cards that have like 0 cost, and instead of equipping them, they enable automatically if you have if you fulfill certain conditions with other cards.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So for example, there's some that are simple. There's a card that is like equip any adjacent card. So it's simple.
Okay.
But there are other ones that is like, because the cards are like arranged on like a square grid. And there's a card that is like, if you want to enable this card, you need to equip every card on a row or on a column. And there's another one. There's another one that is actually very useful, because it is like health regeneration, but it limits the. In order to get it, you have to limit the amount of cards you have. Because the condition for enabling that is like not having like more than 2 cards that cost the same. So you can only have 2 cards that cost 1, 2 cards that cost 2, 2 cards that cost 3, and you know
Interesting deck building option. Yeah, this sounds reminiscent to some Battle Network like side thing for building like your net navi.
Yeah.
Sort of. But yeah.
You can also upgrade your pets and your weapons as usual. And there's also like a thing called, like, I don't remember the name, but it's like a very very black rock. And I think the thing when you like interact with that is that like you get like challenges from chaos. So it's basically like every challenge is like one of the areas, only one of the areas. So like for example like Oceanus, or or like the forest or whatever. But the thing is like it gives you like it gives you like a pre-made build, and you cannot change it. And the challenge is like complete this area with this pre-made build, and like certain other conditions, and you get like a special resource that is used for like crafting powerful items. So you have to like complete the entire area and beat the final boss of that area. And there are like trials. There are like trails of chaos basically. So like yeah, it's basically like okay, complete the first area with this weapon, these cards, these upgrades, and only this god.
So it's like your prophecies, right? Like the list of prophecies?
No, you also have the list of prophecies.
Oh wow, okay.
Like the thing of chaos is like it hard locks you to it. Like when you enable one of those like chaos things, it hard locks you to it. You cannot like go outside of the ones of the challenge.
Oh, okay.
And it is like separate. Like it doesn't count as an extra run. You only do the area that the challenge wants you to do.
That's interesting.
So there is one that is really easy, which I guess is like the first one you do to like introduce you to the system, which is beating the first area with like 1,000 life and 1,000 H and 1,000 magic. But there is like then another one that is like okay, you beat the first area with this weapon and without any of your upgrades. Which is actually it was actually like
so it just robs you of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
And there was another one which like do this area, and you only get boons from Poseidon.
Okay.
And yeah, like every challenge has like a specific weapon, a specific like build,
my knockback,
a specific limitation of like what boons you can get, stuff like that. And you unlock more challenges as you complete more of the game. And the thing about like because you mentioned the prophecies, the thing about like the list of prophecies that is really funny is that there is one that is just called Help Us.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, aren't the fates like frozen?
Not frozen, but like Kronos has them prisoner.
Oh, okay. Why wouldn't he time freeze the fates?
Because he's trying to
manipulate
like that would
be useful.
He's trying to like force them to like change what they're weaving to make him win. Okay. That's his plan.
It's like, I mean, you could also just like pause them, in which case like they wouldn't be able to control anyone's fates, no?
Yeah, but I think he wants them to control the fates on his favor.
Okay.
He's trying to manipulate them. So there is just like a prophecy that says help us. Like it's called help us. At the same time,
the fates kind of dictate fate. They kind of just let this happen, so.
Yeah, like that is like a conversation that you're having with Hecate and Chaos. It's like, how, they should have like seen that coming, right? Like,
yeah.
Did they get distracted? Like, just like very very interesting on the weaving. Like, what were they?
Exactly. Why would you just be like, hey, this kind of sucks for us. Why don't we just not? Why don't we just not sew that? Like weave that thread of fate.
Yeah.
You have a say.
Yeah, and people are speculating about like why that happened, but we don't have an answer yet.
Okay.
So yeah, you keep going up like I really like the support characters are like very very funny this time, because like on the second area going down, for example, the support character is Narcissus,
Mm-hmm.
And he talks like a surfer bro.
Good pick. What?
Yeah, he talks like a surfer bro.
Totally tubular like that.
Yeah, kinda. And he has the same voice actor as Agrius.
Oh, I don't like that.
Uh, uh, um,
How
and yeah, he's like,
bodacious, bro.
yeah, he's like, and like the framing of like the gifts he gives you when you enter his chamber, is that he has so many suitors that they just constantly give him gifts. He doesn't want them, so he's just like transferring them to you. Like, this is my trash, take it. I didn't
Oh,
want
that's
these
pretty
gifts.
cool. What a generous man by a technicality.
Yeah, and he just likes you because you're
I'll
the
take your
only
hand me
person who's
down.
not trying to flirt with him.
That's good.
Yeah, but like every now
Cause
and if you don't walk to him and you just like stand on the entrance of the chamber, you can hear him like talking to himself in the reflection.
well, yeah, just be careful there, narcissist.
Yeah, but he's like doing it. He's like doing it in like the Surfer Pro accent, so it's really funny.
Cause like, if I remember, like Echo is is Echo there?
Yeah,
Because she's
the
like imperative to. Yeah.
Echo is the
Okay.
support of the next area,
Okay.
and there's actually something you can do if you like find them both on like the same run,
Mm-hmm.
where you mention Echo to Narcissus, and Narcissus is like, "Oh, I recognize her. I just tell her whatever wasn't my intention or whatever, like for like good luck or whatever wasn't my intention."
Jesus.
So you
Wow,
go and tell her
narcissist.
that. But the thing about Echo is that like she's Echo, so she only repeats what you say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really funny that she always repeats what you say. So sometimes with Melly, when you enter her chamber, your character goes, "Hey, how's it going, Mel?" So when you talk to to Echo, she goes, "Hey, how's it going, Mel? How's it going, Mel?
Oh,
How's
that's
it
so
going,
sad.
Mel?"
That seems more cruel on Mel's part than like anything Zag does.
Yeah, like
I was
like
gonna say like, yeah.
and like I love the Echo helps because they're really like the way they're themed, but they're also really powerful.
Oh, nice.
So for example, she has one. Because all of her boons are like mechanically an echo too.
That's cool.
So for example, she has one that allows you to like it picks 3 boons at random from the boons you got on the last run, unless you pick one of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and she has another one that refills like all of your dead defiances, except every time they reveal less health because like an echo. Yeah.
So wait, okay. Do you mean like it's ad infinitum, but until it reaches a certain health benchmark and then it just doesn't revive, or?
No, it's the amount of health defiances you have.
Okay,
Which
so say I lose the 3, I get the 3 back, but then instead of 50%, it would be like 40, 30, and 25 or something.
yeah.
Okay.
But I think that the defiances in this game, I think they work on like fixed health numbers instead of percentages.
Oh, I don't know if that's better or not per se. I can't really tell. Because like when you get Charon hearts, it kind of like becomes, you can argue whether it's useful or not. Or sorry, Centaur hearts. Yeah.
And like there's also like armor. You can also get armor in this game.
Okay, do you mean cosmetic armor or do you mean just like armor stat?
Like you can find like extra like armor pieces and they like tank some damage before they break.
Okay.
And that is the thing. Like the helper on the first area going down is Arachne.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really funny because she's like very helpful, very like very cute. She has like I don't know who her voice actress is, but she has like a very cute voice. Like I love that voice. It made me happy.
Okay.
But the thing is like when at some point she asks you like, okay, like so why are you always coming by? Like what are you doing? And Mel just like super innocent goes, yeah, I'm working with the gods to do something. And Arachne just goes, oh, I see. And then she just like starts haranguing at you. And she starts like going like, yeah, it's fine, I understand. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I thought you were a friend or whatever.
Hey, so you work with those stinky icky gods? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, she starts going like that. The thing is like she still gives you the armor, but it's like mean about it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, the fireworks again.
It's cool that you're friends with Hitler.
Yeah.
She says that under her breath, and you're like, what?
I'm trying to remember who, like the helper on the fourth area going down is Hades, and I'm trying to remember who the other helpers are. Because I think I didn't meet the helper on Olympus. And I don't know if I have met the helper on like the chips. No, I did meet the helper on the chips. The helper on the chips is Circe, I think is her name.
Oh, she's like Odysseus's kind of ex, yeah. She's if I remember right, I think she's the one he went to an island with and cheated on his wife with. But he was like gone for sea for like years.
Yeah,
and I
she's
think
on
she
an
had like
island.
I think she had like an island full of women who were like sex starved and also just like they ate a bunch of Odysseus's crew. I think they might have turned them pigs. I don't remember.
And she looks like a cat girl for some reason.
Oh,
Like
I'm
she has a
trying to
tail and
remember.
ears. And I'm like, hmm.
I'm gonna try remembering why that was part of it, but yeah.
And I also like the way like everyone seems to just like understand what Karen, like it's a continuation, but I like the way everyone seems to just like understand what Karen is saying.
That's pretty funny.
He just goes like, and everyone is like, yeah, I get it, man. It's hard. I know it sucks.
It's hard out here, man. I mean, to be fair, the funny thing is like with Zag, it's like it's the way they do it with Zag, you feel like it's a half and half of Zag kind of getting it, and also Zag just putting words in Charon's mouth because he's bored.
Yeah. No, but
That's what I always love their dynamic on that. I get it. Like they all completely understand him. It would make sense. Like a bunch of them are his like siblings, and I'm assuming Mel was like raised with him in her life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but like Mel has conversations with him. He starts like having he asks him a question and he goes like, and she goes like, yeah, I get it, but what about this? And he goes like, and she goes like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And he has like different. I have started to notice that he has like different like for different contexts. So it seems he's actually like communicating something. I think I didn't meet the helpers on Olympus, in either area of Olympus. Maybe no Athena is like a random event, and Ares is probably also a random event, but like in the other area. So I don't know because I have only gotten like that high up like one time. Because like the difficulty of going up is like way higher than like the difficulty of going down. So I think I only got to like start to like the last area going up once. So I haven't met the helpers yet. Oh yeah, Arachne is really cute. Like her voice is really cute. It almost makes me not hate spiders. But it's not enough. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I will still kill Arachne. I'm sorry for being mean about Arachne, but yeah, you know, I don't fuck with spiders. I don't fuck with spiders. End of the day.
I do think there was like a funny thing where like some Easter eggs, because Arachne has specific beef with Athena primarily. Because the old tale is like Arachne used to be like one of the greatest weavers of the land, and then she's like, I'm even better than Athena, who's like the gods of arts and crafts. And Athena just upon high is like, you wanna fucking go? And then they both make divine tapestries with their weaving.
Yeah.
But Arachne's is actually better. And Arachne is kind of a salty winner, and so she gloats really hard, and he's like, haha. And then Athena's like, oh, we gonna carry that energy? And then she turned her into a spider.
Yeah.
That was it. Can't have anything nice.
And this
it was
like,
kind of on her for gloating, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like every now and then, like if you walk with if you find Arachne with enough wounds, she tells you like you stink.
Yeah, here's the thing. I want to specifically see how she reacts to Athena-centric boons. Like if you only have Athena boons on you, if she gets
I don't know I don't know if you can get Athena wounds going down.
Oh, they're unique depending on your traversal upwards or downwards.
No, because like
they're exclusive.
Athena is not a door reward. Athena is like a random event that happens on like a chamber going up.
Oh.
At least so far. Maybe it changes if you like finish like Mount Olympus ones or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's very
I have purposely like I have purposely just like I am like intentionally just like blindingly like feeling my way around the game.
I do remember a funny like added thing was if you summon Medusa in one and then you go to an Athena boon and she's still out, she's as before Athena gets summoned, Medusa like acts scared and just runs off
Yeah.
because yeah, their history. And I'm sure there has to be more Easter eggs as well.
No, yeah, there's a lot
Because
of
there's because Hades himself always just has like something to say depending on like the boon majority you have.
yeah. Yeah, like all of the voices like react to just like what boons you have and what skills you're using.
Yeah.
And to your like familiars, to your pets basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The cat,
Keepsakes too.
yeah. The cat is really funny. The cat is really funny because like the pet that is a cat is really funny because like he attacks the enemy like 4 or 5 times and then he falls asleep because he's a cat.
Yeah.
So you have to like go and like dash next to the cat to wake him up again. But also like I always run with the cat because the cat is like extremely useful for one reason. And that is the cat because the like the 9 lives, he gives you like an extra defiance.
That's good.
Which is like
Extra defiances are always good.
yeah, so I always run with the cat, despite the fact that he's actually not my favorite.
I never liked Stubborn Defiance by comparison to Death Defiance.
Yeah.
Because Strong Defiance is only 1 revive per room, which in theory, if you're dying a lot, can be useful, but like Death Defiance for like a boss situation
Yeah, because that's
kind
what
of
it
more
happens.
reliable.
You just take some
Yeah.
damage going to the boss, and then all of your deaths are like the bosses.
Yeah. Or like if you just like, or you save them up for the final boss and you can be a little more reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Circe has like a spell that like makes you has spells that make you bigger or smaller.
Okay.
Those are like some of the boons she gives you. But the
I'm
thing
sure
is,
if she
like,
ran a clinic, she would be getting a lot of money.
yeah. But the thing is like
Self-conscious about your size. Circe has the answers. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah. So if you get the one that makes you bigger, you get like extra like resistance and damage and weapon damage.
Okay.
If you take the one that makes you smaller, you get like extra like movement speed and like and, like dodge chances.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is like they actually like when you get they also like when you get one of those boons, it also like they also like pitch shift Melino's voice a little bit, but just a little bit.
Oh, that's cute.
But and the thing is like even with the growth, I still don't like, it doesn't Melanoi doesn't like work for me. But like
just call her Mel.
Like from the way it's written, it doesn't make sense to me, to my brain.
Isn't it? Yeah, you would look like Melanoe.
Yeah, or something like that. Looks like the E
okay.
and the A are like on the wrong planes.
Yeah. Oh, you just call her Mel.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, even with the bigification, she's still like the smallest one.
Yeah.
I mean, Icarus is like around the same size.
Well, it's like because again, usually in these video games, for some reason, the protag always has to be small, so they have the most traversal for the map. But like, I still dislike it as a trend. Even with Metroidvanias, for some reason it's like, what if you were just a little meatball? Like, I don't want to be a little meatball. I want to feel strong.
What if the meatball was evil though?
I'm the evil meatball?
There's a Metroidvania that is actually about being an evil meatball.
Isn't that just Meat Boy?
No. It's called Karen.
Oh, I know the one where you're just this giant fleshy mass that just consumes.
Yeah, you are an evil you are an evil meatball.
Evil meatball.
Because like the thing is like the most of them I have played that game, and most of the mass is actually just people you're stealing mass from. So every now and then you lose all of it and you become a little meatball that is evil.
A little evil meatball.
That sounds like the name of like one of those like you know how like the Attack of the Evil Tomatoes. of the Killer
Yeah.
Tomatoes. It sounds like one of those
Yeah.
like absurdist like comedy horror things. Like the
Yeah.
Revenge of the Evil Meatball.
Kind of sounds like a Captain Underpants title.
Yeah, the Evil Meatball. I don't know anything about Captain
Return of
Underpants.
the- All I know is in like my school scholastics every year, and I never bought one. And I was just like kind of interested because like I usually like comedy books and comics, but I always just ended up buying Calvin and Hobbes anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I know there was a movie a few years ago, but I didn't watch it because it didn't look interesting to me.
Fair.
I heard it was like pretty decent. I don't know.
Why the fuck am I hungry right now?
Yeah, so like there's a lot like and like I feel like in general like the difficulty of Hades 2 is like bumped up compared to like Hades 1.
Yeah, I'd imagine there's just so much you got
Yeah.
in comparison from what you're speaking.
Yeah, and like for example, I feel like the chaos boons, like because you know how like the way they work is like you get like a debuff for like a few key chambers, and then you get like the actual boon.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the debuffs you get are like way more punishing. So because like there were some like on Hades 1 that were basically free.
Yeah.
Because they would punish you for doing stuff that you were not doing anyway or whatever. But I feel like they are way more punishing. Like this time, for example, there is one that is like for the next 3 encounters, you have like a limited amount of time to clear their counter, and if you don't, you just fucking die.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And that death is just like it's not a game over for that Chaos Boon exclusive room. It's like, oh, my run is over.
Yeah. I mean, it is a full death. So if you have a defiance, because what it does is like it deals more damage than you will realistically ever get.
Yeah, but okay, so it just burns a Defiance?
Yeah.
That's not the worst thing in the world, but I would still kind of hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one that is like every time you use your special attack, take like 10 damage.
I mean, they had that in Hades 1.
Yeah, but like
It was usually 5. It wasn't as bad.
Yeah, it is more damage, and also like because of the way like the movesets work, I feel like the special attacks are more useful in this game. So you're doing them more.
Well, special was triangle for the weapon, so like, well, you're not wrong because usually like it was just more useful to dash and dash strike.
Yeah.
And strike versus doing your special because your special would have like some sort of nominal benefit, but like unless you upgraded your special in such a way, it was just better to upgrade like your like a main attack.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's I feel like they're just like way more punishing. So when you enter a chaos gate, it is like way more about deciding like what is worth like taking the damage instead of like picking the easy one. Because like there really is no easy one this time. I feel like they balance them to like make it like a real like choice. Like what am I actually like ready to like risk?
Yeah, I mean, like to be fair, you acclimate in Hades 1, and then most of it is just if there are multiple, you just choose like what is better for you. Like and usually becomes predictable. For instance, like in normal runs, is like a Daedalus hammer is too good to pass up usually.
Yeah.
And then, oh, do I have this goddess's boon, god or goddess's boon already? Should probably get this next one because it'll stack whatever status they have, and just make me more consistent.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been a very engaging game so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. But I feel like a lot of the stuff is like the way the plot is progressing, so I don't want to go into like too much of that.
Okay. That's fine.
What else? I actually like I'm so fucking mad. I'm so fucking angry.
Why?
Because
Why
like
are you angry?
because like I just like this week I uninstalled Marble Rivals. Because I was playing Marble Rivals, and this week I uninstalled it. And then they announced this. And it's like, oh fuck you game. Fuck you. And I installed it again.
Okay, what is it? Oh,
It's not fair.
oh, oh.
I open Twitter and I see people talking about this, and I'm like, come on, I uninstalled the game yesterday. Come on.
She's so perfect.
Yeah. Very, very
Oh
nice.
my god. Why would you do this?
I'm like, I just installed this game yesterday, man. Come on.
You can't be doing this to me.
Like, what are you doing to me? It's 70 gigabytes. I don't want to have to download 70 gigabytes again. Even though it only
That's
takes like 20
Psylocke,
minutes on
right?
my internet.
Is that just a skin for Psylocke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just skins.
I mean, she was already a baddie, but you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to pull this out.
Yeah.
You got me all sorts of messed up, bro.
It's like, I don't know, like the thing where like the strap from the underwear goes all the way to like the hips. So to like
Yeah, okay. You're on the same team as me. High five.
yeah.
God damn straight. Woo!
I really need some kind of hand tracking. I talk a lot with my hands. Like people don't realize that because like there's no way to see that, but like I use my hands a lot to talk. Like it's kind of stupid.
Oh,
How
you're
much I
like the
use my hands.
YouTuber? You're like the classic YouTuber tutorial person, like the gym YouTuber who moves their hands around.
Yeah. Yeah, like I do that. You know?
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking, I start like spinning my hands and like moving them for like the words.
I'm gonna be real.
And,
I
like,
kind of do it too. I feel like it just expresses myself a little better sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I also, well, like, the thing is, like, I also do a lot of stuff with my hands on my face. I
You
also do a
want
lot
to
of
word
gestures.
that in a way? Oh, okay, because I'm gonna say that that doesn't necessarily sound that great.
uh, so one thing I do, for example, is like sometimes when I'm talking, I push on my nose a lot in different directions to like denote different emotions. I have noticed.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a little tick I have. It's probably autism.
Probably, but hey, it's one of the reasons why we love you.
Oh.
It's one of your endearing traits.
So yeah, I really
Your
like.
autism.
I really think like if I ever get to a point where I have like, you know, like the ability or the budget to like start making like custom things, um, I think I'm going to go hard like on the route of the 3D models instead of like the live 2D
Okay.
ones.
Okay.
Because I feel like having that flexibility and like of the movement and the face tracking, like will like help
Well,
me
yeah,
express myself a lot.
I'm also just like all for like more options in terms of like being able to animate stuff and articulate because like you can make a lot of fun stuff with that outside of like the regular VTubing space and just like animate shit and have fun.
And also like I feel it will give me like a lot of flexibility because like most of the like 3D VTuber stuff, like most of the like applications that are used for like 3D VTubing are like built around Unity in some way.
Mm.
And I have a lot of experience with Unity, specifically like on like the shader area, so I could like really get into it and like writing my own shaders to like get specific looks on the lighting on the character or stuff like that. Like I have a shader that I've been working on that like imitates like it like it's complicated. It uses like the normal direction the normal direction and like the position of the pixels on word space to like project like a tiling like brush texture, and then that texture is used as like the threshold and like the ramp for like the different like bands of lighting. So it like imitates the look of like rough like oil painting with like rough brushes. And I could like do something with that if I ever start doing like ooh, my headphones. If I ever start doing like the 3D route with like the character and stuff. So that's something I
Fun.
would that is something I would like to look into at some point. And I could also do like cute stuff like getting like a like a retro, you know, like a low poly like retro style model and stuff like that.
That'd be fun to do for like retro game streams as
Yeah,
well.
and also I feel like one thing that is very hard to me is that I am very like I have an insane amount of ideas for outfits,
Yeah.
and I feel like if you have like
I
a
love
base 3D
aesthetics like
model, you
that.
can like layer new outfits on top of it like easier.
Play dress up with Candy.
Yeah, you can play like you can like layer 3D because like that is one of the reasons like that was actually one of the big things that happened like when like stuff like RPGs and stuff moved from pixel art to 3D graphics. Is like they actually like if you think about like for example like Final Fantasy before 7 and stuff like that, your weapons didn't show up on your characters. Like they never
Yeah.
did. Because
Yeah,
it's a
no,
lot
because they
easier
have
to
to.
just like it's like if you know how to animate them, there's a lot easy. It's a lot easier to like swap like those assets, to have a to have a base model and swap those assets. And I just happen to actually know how to do that.
Let's go.
It's all about having the same skeleton, and then you can like overlay and like use like different bones to connect the assets. Or like depending on how heavy on how heavy your character is, you can actually just like have all of the costumes, and just like have a script that turns some of them invisible. Like if you have enough memory, you can just like
Oh, so just like a toggle?
yeah, you can like, because that's for example like the way like the older Zelda games used to work, when you only had like 3 kinds of like tunics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like on the newer ones you have like a lot of like armors and stuff, so they're using like a more traditional like swapping in and out of like models. But like the old ones, if you like download one of the models and you open it, it looks like a mess, because every sword is like over in top of each other, and every shield is on top of each other, and like all of the items are like on a pile next to the foot, and like all of the tunics are also like overlapping each other.
Okay, yeah, that would probably burn up a lot of memory, right? So.
Yeah, but it's like if you know you have like a limited amount of, or if you're doing like something like low poly or something like that, that automatically like reduces the amount of memory every single asset takes, you can do that and just like have a script that automatically turns everything that you're not using invisible.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there, so you can so you don't get like any like loading stutters or anything like that, which is like the main advantage. Is like it's already loaded, so you can just like swap them instantly.
I'm about to end this podcast instantly.
Oh no! What did I say?
Check out my
It's
YouTube
midnight.
at youtube.com. Check out my YouTube at youtube.com/@nocturne. I was waiting eagerly, patiently, like a like a tiger in the jungle. Yeah, no. At youtube.com/@nocturne or Twitch, and drop a follow on either. My link is in the title of the podcast on either of the platforms. Follow Candy on her Twitch and YouTube to see her past broadcasts, clips, and podcasts. Check her Blue Sky for her organized thoughts. Don't check her Twitter. She keeps on telling me to tell you all to not check her Twitter. I don't know why.
Don't worry about it.
Don't check her Twitter, or join her Discord to see her disorganized thoughts. And the bot will leave all the links provided. And if you have such feedback for the podcast, such as Candy, your turn.
Let him speak, maybe.
It's your show. I don't mind. I'm like zooted out of my mind because I have not had the best sleep schedule. It's all good. Plus, you played Hades too, and I'm sure like I wish I could just add more because I should end up playing Hades too. We gotta do. You and me have to do one time where we're both playing a game at the same time for the podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be. I feel like that'd be interesting.
Like kind of like a book club thing. It's like, okay, we're going to play this game up to this part, and then we can talk about it in like the podcast.
Essentially like a spoiler casting. That would be kind of fun to see how that would go.
No, because like there is this podcast I really like actually, that is formatted like a book club but for games. So what they do is is like the hosts and like whatever guests they have, they go like, okay, we're going to play this game up until like this point, like this like this chapter or like this area, whatever, and then
discuss.
And then we discuss that, and then
That's good.
Jesus Christ, the fireworks. And then we like the next week we like make more progress, and we like discuss that again, and like how that makes like changing our feelings and stuff like that. That's I like that format.
Yeah, I would be down for that too. I'm just trying to think like what game upcoming that we both care about enough where we would do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm out of interest in games this year.
Well, I mean 2026 coming, but I have no idea either on that front. We'll figure it out. But yeah,
maybe we can like
if
do
any
that
of
for like the Somnium games. Like instead of playing them together, we can do that. I don't know.
I'd rather just play alongside you.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun when we do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you all have any suggestions of a game for a game book club like thing that you would want both of us to run independently and then share our thoughts, such as a game that you yourself, audience member, enjoy and want other people to discuss, please leave them in the chat or the Discord or her Blue Sky. Okay, I'm done shilling you. I'm going to go now. Bye, Candy. Love you.
Love you too. Bye bye.
Have a safe and happy week, everyone. Bye.
Whee! And he has disappeared once again into the dark room. I'm very like confused now because like I've been trying like a new audio setup to like be able to like monitor my own voice to make sure I'm not clipping or anything like that, or like sounding like too much like too creamy on the piece. Wait, that sounds weird. But like how is that you say it? Like, you know, the thing that the thing pop filters are for. Um, but it's weird having to speak like hearing myself, even if there's no lag, so I'm not hearing like my own echo, but it's still weird. Like it's like very odd. Eh, it is what it is. You know what they say. It is what it is. Okay, so like once again, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you got a good I hope you got a good time. I hope it was like entertaining to hear us yapping about Hades or whatever we're talking about. I think we're not going to raid anyone today because like my head is killing me to the point where I kind of don't want to like say hello to anyone. I kind of want to just like immediately collapse into bed as soon as I finish the stream. But like I don't like raiding and running because like I like to like when I raid someone I like to like have a little conversation with them and whatever. But I kind of don't have the energy to do that today. Because I've been very busy. I haven't been sleeping great, so my head is killing me. So we're not going to raid anyone right now. We're just going to go our separate ways. We're just going to like say our goodbyes and go our separate ways and have a good night, hopefully. Yeah, because as always, I hope everyone has a good day, good night, good rest of your time zone. Again, like what Nick was saying, if you find like any because I do want to like that idea of like having like a game book club is like interesting. So if you have a game that you think like we will be able to do that with, like to give me let me know the name, and I will see if like it will work, or if we haven't played it yet or whatever. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you got a good day, good night, go to your time zone, and I'll see you again. Definitely Monday. I think Monday will be a good day for stream. And I want to play Hades too because I am not playing Hades out of stream in case something interesting happens. But I'm really like wanting to play it now. So probably definitely Monday. I know probably I need something is probably definitely happening. Is not as like as good as an assurance as you will think it is. But trust me, it is definitely probably happening on Monday. And I think because like most of the school things, like most of the heavy getting over it, I haven't actually played that game. Maybe that could work. Yeah, maybe I'll do a list and I can talk to Nick about it. Maybe getting over it would work. But yeah, like the way the college thing is like going on, like I feel like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will work fine. So at least for next week, Monday it's going to be a good day probably for stream. So we'll do more Hades too. And I'm also like keeping track again of like the deliveries for like the stuff for like the PC, for like the retro PC. So we're definitely going to do that probably as soon as Hades 2 finishes. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm thinking of like doing a little bit like a hype campaign when I'm ready with like all the components for like the retro PC streams and whatever. We'll see how it goes. And again, I'm just like talking in circles because my hair is a little bit horky. Because it's very hot. My fan died, and it's very hot, and it makes me feel sick when it's this like warm. So my hair is like not doing very okie dokie. So yeah, and that is the reason we're not writing anyone. I just want to go to bed. But yeah, again, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you got a good day, good night, good rest of your time zone, and I'll see you again Monday. Yes, Monday. Bye bye, everyone. Have a good day, good night, good whatever. Bye bye. Time zones are confusing. Have a good time zone. Bye bye. Bye bye.